I'ma need you niggas to be careful when you speak my name. I'm too legit from the field, I got plenty range. I tried to tell them I was good with the finger roll. I'm really dunking on these niggas while the camera roll. I've been lighting up the city, I'm a motherfucking star. See my name in the sky, baby, you know who we are. Nominated for the realest, so they treat me like a legend. You can come and work for me, I wish you rappers just forget it. Got a neck full of gold, so the bitch is really sold. Then I pull off in that Uber, yeah, I'm living on the road. Formulating, I'm fornicating, why niggas hating? Why they bitches at my shows in the line waiting? Yeah, I see these niggas and it's real as they seem. The bitches at my table say they living in a dream. I'm chasing all the paper, I'ma get it for the team. I'm drinking out the bottle, celebrating, finding things. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I waited on my time though. Now them haters scream my name from the front row. I'm jumping out the gym up on you niggas I've been known about. Leaving what your lady from the spot has been a protocol. I am not the one that's ever really here to play with you. Who are you to think that I would ever be just cool with you? Now you know who out here running this. Every time we dropping shit, it seeming like we never miss. I can't say they bought them niggas cause I know they play with this. I'm never ducking nothing, I'ma speak it all in confidence. Yeah, so they knowing that I'm here to stay. I got these haters so afraid. I see these niggas and it's real as they seem. The bitches at my table say they living in a dream. I'm chasing all the paper, I'ma get it for the team. I'm drinking out the bottle, celebrating, finding things.
What up with it? It's Logo Talk. Same energy Sunday, big 3 check-in. Hey, I'm letting the room build up a little bit. Y'all know how we do over here, man. We have 150. Y'all retweet, hit like, share. We've been do a big 3 check-in, man. I got my guy D-Rob, Tiny Hat, been friends of the platform and things I've been doing for a long time, man. So my man D-Rob hit me up and say, bro, we got to do some type of preseason check-in or something. What's up with it? Y'all boys good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You already know, man. Ready to get some truth and some lies off. You already know how this going.
Who's saying some lies, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna let the music build up a little bit. We like to get the room to about $1,000 before we get rolling. I'm gonna let the music play. That's my guy T-Roll from down in Miami. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, comment, engage with us. There's a link in the caption on Twitter. If you want to join the show, just hit that link. Once we get rolling, and you can come in and engage and hang out with us a little bit, man. But this is my guy T-Roll on the music. Smash that retweet, man. Don't cost nothing to show love, man.
Celebrating, finding things. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I see these niggas and it's real as they seem. The bitches at my table say they living in a dream. I'm chasing all the paper, I'ma get it for the team. I'm drinking out the bottle, celebrating, finding things. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm working on dying.
Yeah. Feel me? They say I'm bringing the real back, and it feel like it. Since I came in the game, yeah, it's been nothing like it. I swear to tell the truth, and never speak a lie. Cause in my hood, them niggas never make it out alive. I run with niggas, society label menace, but the loyalty they show me is something I call authentic. They told me expose the opposition, get them. They speak behind your back, so I don't even really hear them. Got the doubters considering I'm the one for it all. Knew I was fit for the struggle, well, since the moment it called. I keep it true with the people and hold it down for the cause. But I've been waiting for praise, but never got that applause. So I'ma make them pay attention for the sake of peace. And to all the weak rappers, may you rest in peace. They label me as an alien in my city streets. Cause I don't follow the crowd, I'm what my city needs. They wasn't seeing the logic on how the people could profit. Dropped another tape on them and now they saying I got it. I put my hand on the Bible and told the Lord I'ma trust him. Keep me away from that hating, cause we ain't running from nothing. I'm on a mission so the family live a better life. I say a prayer for my nigga doing triple life. Them tribulations I battle might keep me up tonight. But mama praying for a baby as I board this flight. Yeah, they say my last one was a classic. They know that, yeah. Man, my verse is full of passion. I'm in my own lane, don't see the traffic. I showed that, yeah. Boy, my shit been causing havoc. Convinced the man in the mirror that I could never be broken. I got the shine of a diamond, receive the blessings approaching. So when it come to that paper, I know the price of it all. But they playing it cool, oh yeah, they rather you fall. I call it out cause they be selling dreams. I pay attention to the story and the shit between. I'm so invasive, I hustle, get it by any means. So undeniable, gifted, addictive like a fiend. I came to tear these niggas up and
What's up with it, man? This is Factory, same energy. Sunday, Big 3 check-in. Florida State, Miami. If you're new to the platform, that's how we kick it. We're going to do a preseason check-in, man. This is brought to you by the good folks at Alma Mater Design. If you're in Gainesville, pull up on them off of University. They right by the Publix. And if you just on the internet, you can visit them at almamaterdesign.com. They make the customized gear for the NIL players at the University of Florida. They also got gear that you won't find at Phoenix, Dick's Sporting Goods, etc. They're Gator-owned, former swimmer that owns it. Shout out to my guy Brian over at Alma Mater Design. But let's check in. What's up with it, man? Let me just catch up with you fellas, man. How life been, bro? Y'all been good?
Oh, marvelous. Marvelous.
Yeah, life been good, man. Life, sometimes life be lifing, man. You just go through things, pray about it and all that type of stuff, and come out on top eventually. So everything good now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got control, man. I see your hat's still tiny. What's up with it, my boy? You good?
First off, the tiny hat CEO has returned. The same energy set, bro. What? We finna get all these lies off this season, baby. I can't. Your boy's been waiting on this. Listen, I'm telling you right now, don't let some of the shit that I'm finna come up with right now happen. This happened during the season. Y'all are remember how mad you were when I had my glow sticks in my head after we bust y'all ass in 23? You go.
That seemed like so long ago, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That seemed a very long time ago.
That boy came
this ain't throwback Thursday, man.
That's one of my badges right now. That's one of my Madden badges right there. I had that boy Corey. He didn't even have no UF gear on. That boy came with a whole Jags hat on because he was mad as hell.
Yeah, that was a rough season. I ain't gonna lie. That was a rough season.
I
think about same energy Sunday, bro. It's you can't control. All I do is cheer, bro. I do media and I cheer. So I control what I can control. I'm gonna win today, right? So I just gotta, whatever happens on Sunday, I gotta spin it. I gotta get out of there without, getting a lot of bullet holes, bro. That's just the plan. That year that we had Kenny Shaw on, dog, that was a rough season for me. I ain't gonna lie.
That season was fantastic. That season was fantastic. It was rough for both of y'all, but we was in here enjoying it.
Hey, somebody say your hat shrunk with every loss last year, bro. It's even
smaller. Hold on, bro. All right. See, the hat. First off, the hat's always been small. All right, this ain't nothing new. The hat's always been. But I see him in the chat already. Tiny hat for the start this shit already. You damn right. You damn right. All right.
Hey man, y'all smash that retweet button, man. It don't cost nothing to show love, man. Let's get us over $1,000. We got quite the docket today. We're gonna do a little breakdown of offensive strengths, season expectations, defensive strengths, weaknesses. We're gonna mix it up a little bit. And a lot of people was in my DM saying Miami just whiffed today. Can we talk? It's not a recruiting show. I don't want to come out firing at Miami. I got a full season to fire at Miami. I ain't gonna do a whole lot of it today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk about it. We could talk about it, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
How you feel about the state of your program recruiting right now, D-Rob? Like, where you at with? We'll check in with everybody. Where you at with it?
I'm okay. I think that it could be a little bit better. My thing is, we still, as far as the safety position, I think that we kind of we did whiff on a few of our top targets that we had. I don't say this year probably isn't the best year for that position, but still, you should have closed on Devin Jackson, regardless. You know what I'm saying? I think that you had inside track. I don't know what happened. What happened behind closed doors? I'm not gonna speculate.
Who had the
But
inside track?
honestly, I think you said who had the inside track?
Yeah. I'm trolling a
No,
little
I
bit, man.
said I thought honestly once he decommitted and Will Harris came over, I know he was one of Will Harris's guys. So I assumed like, okay, well, you do have an inside track to get him because of he switched over. So I assumed that we had the inside track on that. But then I see the visit to Oregon and keep hearing all the Oregon buzz and all this other type of stuff. And it was like, if he did not commit within a certain time frame for me, I was like, yeah, he's not
Yeah.
coming. And it didn't happen. So I was just like, man, it is what it is. I think that we still need to work on. I'm okay with wide receiver, but I think that we need to bring in at least one. Running back is the last concern for me at the University of Miami. I don't think we've ever had a weak running back room, or even when it comes to recruiting, so I ain't worried about that. I still think we need a big body at defensive tackle. This again is kind of a down year at that position, especially in state. I think you was only like maybe two guys, maybe, and then linebacker. I think you still probably need to bring in one more guy if we decide to bring in three. But overall, I think they could just did some things differently. I think that they focused for me, I think that they focused too much and going hard after these national recruits instead of getting a few guys that you can know that you can lock down and be like, okay, we got them, so we ain't got to worry about it later. I think that that was a mistake, and we're seeing it. So right now, like I said, it's still a top 10 class. I still think we probably gonna land a few more guys. They might. I was hearing that they probably gonna take up between 27 and 30. So we'll see.
It's a healthy class. Let me bring up the rankings real quick. So right now, Miami's ranked 10 with 21 commits, 1 5-star, 13 4-star, 7 3-stars. Florida's at 14 with 18 commits, no 5-stars, 14 4-star, 4 3-star. Florida State's right behind Florida at 15 with 21 commits, 13 4-star, 8 3-star. I thought y'all had a 5-star. I thought y'all just
I
got
thought
they did a
We
re-rankings.
do that DB, the DB. What's his name? Chauncey Kennan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him. So we got that 1 5-star. But we up there.
he's probably not a composite 5-star, but he's a 5-star on one of those sites. That's what it is.
No,
Gotcha.
no, he's a composite 5. He's a composite 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh okay. Oh
No, he ain't a composite 5. I'm looking at 247 composites. They got y'all at 0 5-stars.
Oh, well, then they tripping then because he been a 5. I looked him up. He was a 5, but oh well. Hey, listen, if it's a 5,
As long as he's a 5-star in your heart, bro. That's all that matters, bro.
that's it. That's all I
The
need.
tiny hat evals, bro. I feel you.
You damn right. You damn right. I'll take where we at. Listen, we already knew Mike ain't no strong recruiter. He ain't have no team around him that can recruit like that. We always gonna recruit them DBs. We DBU for a reason. So we always gonna look good with the DBs. So I'm not even worried about that. The problem that we got is the same problem that we've been had. The offensive line, defensive line recruiting, defensive end recruiting is rough. Linebacker recruiting rough. Like that's just where it is. And then when we're looking at some of the wide receivers that we got in, I mean, some of those guys are pretty good, but we're gonna see how that development happened with Harris handling everything. We're gonna have to see. But I mean, coming off of the season that they supposedly had last year, because I don't recall my team playing at all last season. I'll take where we at. Top 15 class. This is right where Mike normally is. We always in that mid-teens ranking area. Like I remember once
It's
he
hard to enjoy recruiting. I get it until signing day, really, bro. Because
right,
Mike let y'all boys down, dog.
right, every time. So
What do you think about? I mean, Randy Shannon's out, right? And y'all still struggling with linebacker recruiting a little bit there. It's a couple other spots, but linebackers, shockingly, is still struggling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, that's. I mean, you got a new staff coming in. Damn near everybody on the defensive staff is new, outside of maybe 2 positions. I think Sertan and Papuchis are the only ones on that defensive staff that's not new. Coming off of that season and how it is, I want to see what they can do next year. We want to see what we can look like on the field because everybody that's a linebacker for us right now that's going to be starting, they're all transfers. They either came from Nebraska with Tony White when they came over, or is somebody who we had on the squad that is either being beaten out by one of them transfers, or is somebody who was already young and they trying to develop them to come up for next season. So in terms of linebacker recruiting, I just want to, it's going to come for them to get there, especially when we're trying to compete with all of these big programs that are just known for putting linebackers in the league. We're not beating out of Michigan. We're not beating out Miami. We're not beating out Georgia, Alabama when it comes to the top dogs at linebacker. So we're going to really have to get out here and get them diamonds in the dirt and see if we can try to develop something to go from there. But
y'all getting Randy specials without Randy. That's crazy.
Bro, that shit, it's annoying as hell because the only place right now, like I said, the only place right now that I can say that we legitimately at a rate where we want to see us at is DB. We have a couple of runners that are solid, but DB is the only place that we look like what Florida State should look like when it comes to recruiting. We did get a couple of nice D tackles. I like Kevin Wynn that we brought in this cycle. I know we got that boy Rankins that came out of Georgia. If we signed him on signing day this year, he's a nice one. But outside of those two, outside of that area there, the trenches are not going the way they need to go. And I wonder what they can do because our O-line coach, he's not a recruiter. He's a good developer of talent, but he's not a recruiter. It's the same thing when it comes to with the D-line. Pot Roast is out here doing work, but he don't have the track record yet. We see him bringing some people in, but we want to see if he can continue to do that consistently at a high level. So in terms of recruiting, I'll be okay with where we are right now. If we have a good season, we can put something out there on the field. If we're able to sell these kids right now and get a top 15 class after what we saw on the field last year, then it can only go up from there, hopefully. So we're going to see what it look like.
Oh, it could go down. Mike shows y'all that. It could go down from here.
Evil on me, bro. Why you got to see? We'll put that evil on.
Hey, Castellanos told you he there to save jobs.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that, bro.
All right,
bro.
That's a hell of a job saver, bro. Thomas Castellanos saving your job, bro. Like,
I almost spit all my shit out.
Wife started packing her shit right there. You know what?
I almost spit all my gin on my computer just now.
I'm taller than him. He cannot be saving my job. Real quick, I like my class. I think it's solid, right? Defensive tackle, we got my guy Gravel Kendall Gravel out of Fort Myers, but Texas has just been giving all us the business. I hate to turn the corner. I don't want to see Texas toast. Right. I don't want to play Texas home. Like I don't want to see nothing with the Texas right now, bro. Like Longhorn, I hit U-turns on Okeechobee the other day. I was driving by. I was like, bro, I can't even look at the restaurant, bro, because they putting hands on us. So defensive tackle board, I definitely want to see us get, one or two more bodies, especially because we lost a couple unexpectedly in the portal and also, with some trouble off the field trouble on this past season. So I think we need to, of course, grab one in the portal later, but I want to get two more high school at that position. But outside of that, bro, I like the class. The tight end we took from IMG, I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head. It's the only questionable take that, a guy that I'm not really high on. Tight ends in our offense is really just an extension of the offensive tackle, so I ain't bugging on it because we ain't even going to use you anyway, bro. So I ain't really tripping on it. But his name Kiku Amanu. He actually left IMG and went back to Hawaii. But I said, bro, I like the class. We only got 18, so there's a lot of bodies to fill in. But only having 18, being at 14, there's a lot of quality there. And last cycle, Billy, really closed strong. So I'm just counting on them to close strong, flip some guys. But right now, I love the DB class. We got two receivers. I need one more. One of the guys Miami ended up getting that was on our board. But we got some more guys that are about to make some decisions here. I don't feel the greatest on. But I feel good about my receiver room. It's pretty loaded. I like the two I got in this class. Now I'm only looking for one more, right? Mm-hmm. So overall, this ain't a recruiting show. It's more about the season, but I want to tap in with the people on recruiting. Mm-hmm. Everything's fairly close too. Whoever gonna be top dog in the state, 10 to 15, where we all at. It's only 5 spots right there, right? So we'll see how it all plays out this season, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
We finna run down on y'all. I'm ready for this.
Slow down, bro. You pulling the line trigger way too soon, my boy. Hey, slow down, man.
Get these lies off as soon as I woke up this morning.
All right, first on the docket, man. We got team expectations, bro. We start with you, Tiny Hat. How you feeling? What's your expectations going into this season? You ain't gotta give me a record yet, but what's your expectation?
Honestly, I want to see what the run game look like. You go get Malzahn. He is a run first. He'll run first offensive coordinator. I want to see if that boy can get out his work done. Mike was doing all the play calling for the last few seasons. Sometimes we look good. Jordan Travis covering a whole bunch of stuff for us, and then sometimes we look terrible. So I want to see what that's going to look like with Malzahn calling plays. He ain't got the head coaching duties. All he got to do is sit in the lab, put the pen in the pad, and let's see what he can get done out here. I want to see what our quarterback looks like. I just want to see that running game, because the big thing with Castellanos is they bringing him in to run the ball. So let's see what this run look like. If we can get us a solid run game, then I think this is gonna be a nice season for us, as long as things stay healthy there. So in terms of that, and then the other thing that I expect for this squad to do, I expect them to stop the run. That's what this defensive coordinator we pulled out of Nebraska is known for, stopping the run. Our DBs are always fire, so I ain't worried about that. DBs should be able to do work, especially with him getting the type of talent that we got at Florida State. He didn't have that at Nebraska. I think the stat was that they didn't allow a single rushing touchdown at home all last season. So if he's stopping a run like that with the talent that he had at Nebraska, he should be able to do some things with the talent that he got at Florida State, especially on that defensive side of the ball. So we got new scheme on the offensive end. We got new scheme on the defensive side of the ball. I just want to see how this is all going to gel together and see if we can put something together to look better on the field than they did last season. So we really gonna see what's up. We the biggest question mark of everybody. Nobody knows how this team is going to look. Nobody can tell you what they're going to look like offensively. Nobody can tell you what they're going to look like defensively. It's all speculation, and I can't wait to see them boys hit the field first game, especially going up against that Titan that we got to deal with first game of the season. So that's what I'm looking for. I want to see this shit gel and see if we can get this offense and this defense gelling and clicking for them big games that we got coming up after that first game. So that's what
D-Rob, y'all coming off a solid season, bro. Outside of missing the playoffs, you get the number 1 overall pick. Cam Ward's in the Heisman race the entire time, but you guys had the better season last year. It didn't end the way you guys wanted it to, but Mario showed 10 wins. Y'all haven't done that in a very long time. Jump in the portal to get back. What's your expectations, bro?
Saying I think that offense is going to be solid. Offensive line is the strength of the team. We're returning basically like 4 starters from last year. The only thing that we're not returning is the center, which I have no issue with, because the guy they got from TCU is actually pretty good. At wide receiver, I think JoJo's going to be pretty good. CJ Daniels, I think he's going to be serviceable. I don't think he's going to be wide receiver 1, but I actually think he's going to be serviceable. I think the biggest question mark kind of at that room is like in the slot. Is it going to be Ray Ray? Is it going to be the young bull Malachi Tony, because he's doing some great things? A lot of people are high on them. At running back, my running back room is solid. Like, we got Fletcher, we got Lyle, we got the kid from North Dakota State who's turning heads. Like, he's doing a lot of good things. They really like him. And I think we're gonna see a 3-headed monster. Beck, I don't see them. Beck, he's healthy, he's throwing. He's not gonna be to do what Cam Ward did. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he's going to do. I think he's going to be serviceable. Like I said, last year, Georgia, they only had like 1,700 rushing yards as a team. Like, they averaged like 3,000 almost every year. So that's like almost 100 yards a game difference. I think that we're going to get up there to that 20. Last year, we had over 2,600 rushing yards. I think we're either going to get that or we're going to suppress that. So I think it's going to kind of help him. On defense, my biggest question mark on defense right now is, like I said, we got a new defensive coordinator. The things that I'm hearing that's going on is they like what he's doing as far as the players, because he's simplifying it. Last year, a couple things that Gidget was doing, it was kind of complicated for them as far as on the defensive line, but I'm hearing that it's actually going pretty good. Heard the young bull Lightfoot is actually looking really good. He's probably going to take some snaps away from Mesidor on that side. Bain is looking pretty good. The guy who we brought in, David Blay, he's good. Justin Scott's looking pretty good. Linebacker, actually, a linebacker probably might be the bigger question mark because of who's going to start. We brought in a kid from NC State, Bonner kid. We got the guy from Rutgers. Now, the guy from Rutgers, it seems like he might have the inside track because he was starting middle linebacker for Rutgers when Heatherman was there. He had like over 100 tackles. Like he knows the details, what it is. So I think he has the inside track to start at the middle. On the other side, probably going to be Wesley. I don't know. At DB, I feel better this year about DB than I felt about DB in a few years, especially at cornerback because OJ Frederick, freshman All-American, I like what he does. The boy Xavier Lucas, he looks good. They're high on him. The guy from the only one I think that might be a little bit questionable in that slot might be Charles Brantley. He's still kind of like he got to get his weight up a little bit because he's still on the smaller side. He's okay at safety. That is the one biggest question mark at one of the safety positions. I know the kid Poiser, who's actually looking really good, and what he's doing. I think he's probably going to play a little bit closer to the line in that strong safety role. At the free, I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air what they're going to do there. And yeah, just overall as a unit, is the as defensively as an whole unit, I think it's probably going to be a question mark because it is a new defense. But overall, I think we're actually going to be okay. It's just that one for me, that one big question mark at that one safety spot that I'm really kind of concerned about.
All good. Hey, my guy, His Excellence. We're gonna do this towards the end of the show. I predict season win-loss expectations and whatnot. Just trying to save it a little bit, but towards the end of the show, we'll drop our records and how we see things playing out for the season. But hey, y'all smash that like button too. Hit retweet almost at a stack 1,000, man. Don't cost nothing to show love. Hit that retweet button. Hit the like button. Engage with us. If you want to join the show, you're able to do that. Come hang out with us for a quick little minute. Bring a take. If you hear something you don't like or you want to add to something, just join the show. Tap in with us, man. I had some more. I'm gonna ask you more questions. Both of y'all more questions as the show go on. But my expectations, it's a big season, bro. Towards the middle of the season, really after the Miami game, I really wanted Billy fired. I was on record with that all year, and it's just that first half of the season, I was just echoing a lot of the same things, bro. I just wasn't seeing the team, turn that corner as a program. But Lagway, he takes over the team. Out the Mercs went down, and they started playing some inspired football. End up in the season pretty strong. You end up seeing the future of what the program could be with Lagway at the helm. Billy ends up keeping the job. My stance didn't even change with even the turn of the season. I was like, bro, it's time to move on. You feel me? So while my expectation, I said all that to say this, while my expectation is like the talent on this team is a playoff caliber team. I think we got the type of quarterback that's dynamic, can make big plays. He's got a lot to correct, and my expectation is all he's included in as well. It's like making that sophomore jump. But this is a playoff roster. If Billy's going to do this, got to be the year. If he can't do it this year, I don't think it's going to get done. So overall, I think the team just got to turn that corner and be a top 10. Like it's a lot of preseason hype around Florida right now that they got to live up to a little bit, but that's the expectation, to live up to the hype. That's it. You don't live up to the hype, bro, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is over with. We just going through the motions, baby. So that's my expectations. Play off a bus, baby. Playoffs a bus.
Y'all going to the offs?
Yeah. Listen, I'm not saying that I have a playoff caliber coach. I just told y'all, like, I don't know what he's gonna do, but this roster is a playoff caliber roster. I got a playoff caliber defensive line. We're gonna get into the positions. I got a stacked linebacker room with playoff caliber talent. I got some question marks on both sides of the ball that we'll talk about. But overall, when I look at the roster, how many players were on the offensive line, a lot of continuity with this rock. We didn't go heavy in the portal because we thought we was talented enough. You feel me? Only bring in one receiver. We got a lot of talented receivers on this team, bro. Like, yeah, this team play off a bus in my mind. I think that's in a lot of people's mind, but we'll see how it all plays out. Let's get into like just strengths and weaknesses, bro. Let's start with strength of your offense.
You coming to me?
Yeah. You sprinkle your offense, your favorite room.
Well, I'll let you think about it. Hold on, cause like you ain't sure. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you think on that, my boy.
Yeah, like, hey,
Hey,
hold
so
on. Here's the thing, D-Rock. Hold on a second. He had like I just sprung it on him.
no, cause when you said it, he took a deep breath, like.
Yeah. I did that this morning, bro. I think this morning, dog.
Nah. We good. Nah, I got it. I'm like, damn.
I'm giving you a hard time, bro.
I mean, listen. All right, here we go.
See, hey, you don't know.
You know, I'm trying not to get these lines. All right, I'm trying to be as football as straightforward football as possible.
Yeah, this is
All right,
serious content, man. You can't be playing around on here.
the strength on this offense is suffice to say it's probably the running back room, and we have so many questions at the running back position that it's like, ugh. So when you're looking at it, you got the offensive line is all transfers. Everything is all transfers outside of the couple who were there last season. I know your boy Richie Leonard's going to be playing right guard for us. So if the O line can stay healthy and if the O line can gel properly, that's going to be the strength of this team of the offense. It's too many question marks at the wide receiver position. We don't know what we're going to get out of the transfers that we brought in. We don't know what we're going to get out of the young guys that we still have on the team. We don't know what that's going to look like because we really haven't had a quarterback that can get them the ball. And then we go to quarterback. So you would think we got the wide receivers. We don't know what we got there, but then who's going to deliver them the ball? And we got a quarterback that's not really an accurate quarterback. He is a run first quarterback. And his whole thing is throw the ball downfield and jump up there and get your big ass up there and catch it. And that's what we got. We got a bunch of trees that can go up and high point the ball outside of the one cat that we pulled from Tennessee, Squirrel White. But even with him, he's coming off of the injury. So we don't know what he's going to look like when he get out there as well. So I can't say that the wide receivers are a strength. Our tight ends are pretty good. Our tight ends are really solid. The offensive line could be good, but again, it's all transfers and we have to see how that's going to gel. So then you have to default to the running back room. So who do we have in the running back room? You got Roydell coming back. They really like him. You got Cam coming back for another season. He's,
I gotta get Cam in the end zone, bro.
Some of the reports that we see, they do it like Lakers.
I got a high school 2 years. Y'all gotta get him in the end zone, my boy.
Right. You got Chad Gibbs back there. So we're gonna finally have to see whether or not he's gonna pan out and how that's gonna go. I mean, you got what's my boy name? The other running back, Sawchuk, that they just picked up from Oklahoma, another injury-prone running back that had good production when he was healthy, but another retread that we got over there. So that's probably the strength of this team. The offensive line, if they can stay healthy, they could be the best group that we got. But there's so many question marks that are with this offense. And then when you combine that with the fact that it's a whole bunch of new players and a whole bunch of and a new scheme that's coming in with a new offensive coordinator, the best room that we got right now is probably the running backs, and even there you have a ton of question marks. So that's where I'm gonna go with that. That's the strength of that offense, is that running back room, and hopefully the play calling of Small Zion, because it's gonna be a run heavy offense. So that's where Florida State's sitting right now.
All right, I got a couple questions, man, or a couple of things that I just saw with your offensive line, or I just paid attention to this offseason. Like all those transfer, or most of those transfers are like red shirts, so they old as hell, which is good,
right?
It's good that they're just, they've been around the block a few times, bro. Like they ain't finna they're gonna be focused. They trying to get that 1 year, get the business
out of there, right?
I think the flag there may be like, even if they're decent, like next year, you're going to have all new starters over again, right? And I don't know if you go in the portal and go portal heavy again, but you're just seeing a lot of like the reoccurring things with Norvell a little bit. But you got a bunch of older guys, so that room should be improved. But they all offensive line just has a gelling position, right? Guys knowing each other and playing with each other for a long time goes a long way. So,
yep. And when you look at the starters across the board, these are all the projected starters. You got Gunnar Hansen, he's a redshirt senior. He's a transfer in. You got Medley, redshirt senior. He's a transfer in. You got the center, Pettibone. He's a transfer in, redshirt senior. You got Richie Leonard, who's a redshirt senior. He was there last year. And then you got Micah Pettis, who is another redshirt senior. So that entire O-line, That entire O line is all old heads, and if they come in here and they stay healthy, that's going to be the best part of that team, a best part of the offense. Which, if the O line is solid, gelling, then I should be able to see these running backs getting into space. I should be able to see Castellanos have time to throw the ball if they're going to let him throw, or hit that one read and take off and have some open holes for him to hit. We should be able to see those things, but it's all going to be predicated on that O line. So with all of them questions that we got there, the best unit that we got right now, just purely from what we know that they can do, is probably that running back room. With the O line, I would say at being the best, but it's too many question marks with the entire offense of Florida State.
But I got something for you, Tiny Hat, right? And you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a shocker, but I'm gonna tell you, I think that, and I think you know your team, but I think your offensive line is probably gonna be the strength. You want to know why? Because of Herb Hand.
Yeah.
He's one of the better. He is one
You
of the
got
better
old guys.
offensive line coaches. Yeah, he's one of the better offensive look of coaches in college football. If y'all would have still had Atkins, I probably would have been like, yeah, nah. But Herb Hand, he's actually a damn good offensive line coach. And he'll make something. He gonna make something shake, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's being honest.
Oh yeah, no, Herb Hand's gonna do work. That's why if they gel together and they come together right, that's gonna be the best unit. But until we see that, I gotta go by what I've seen from the production. So I'm gonna say the running backs would be the best ones because we've seen the production out of some of them cats that's in there. But that O line is clearly gonna be the best unit if everybody is healthy, everybody is on point, and then we'll really get to see what Castellanos can do and what these can really do out here as well, because he's gonna have plenty of them to throw to. I mean, when I'm looking at this now, he's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 wide receivers that transferred in. All of them are juniors or redshirt seniors. And then he's got solid young guys behind him. We got true sophomores. We got true freshmen that are coming in as well. So he's going to have targets. It's just what, and then he also has the tight ends that he can hit as well, because they use the tight end a lot in this offense when it comes to running up the seam and hitting those tight ends in the flats. In this type of offense, we should legitimately see him have time to throw the ball and deliver the ball to some playmakers that they got out there. It's just whether or not that O-line is going to hold up to get it done.
All right, we're gonna get into my man D-Rock and give us a scrimmage. Just share some of the chat. Shout out to the screamers, bro. I mean, shout out to the chat. I appreciate that. 904 in the building. Duval, what it do, man? Thanks for supporting me over the years, man. We got Kane. He's got a little bit of everybody, man. Talking about their weaknesses and whatnot. Dan's throwing some shots at Tiny Hat. I see it.
As usual.
What up, Dan?
Can't even say what's up, Dan. That's cold, bro. Come on there, wipe your feet first. You can't even say what's up. You start giving me press like that. Yeah.
Gritty Gang saying go knows what's up. Hey man, I appreciate all y'all boys for hanging out. We over 1,200, bro. Smash the retweet, man. We're gonna be hanging out every Sunday doing some form of content for the Big Three. We're just doing a check-in and figuring it out, go a little bit here. But D-Rod, man, what's the scrimps? What's the scrimps of the Hurricane? I think we all know the offense. He's doing scrimps of the offense right now. I think we all know what the scrimps of that offense is.
Hey man, the Great Wall of Mirrorball, man. The offensive line, man. Hey, I think, man, we gonna be super solid because you got Francis Malinoa. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a top 15 pick, top 20 pick in this year's draft. You got Inez Cooper at guard, man. That dude's a bully. I really love what he does. At the other tackle, we got Markel Bell, who actually really kind of came out of nowhere. That's why we were able to push Jalen Rivers inside at a certain point. I mean, we got him 6'8". You know what I'm saying? Like 330, like he's a straight bull. At the one guard, it's a couple options. We got Matt McCoy. You have Ryan Rodriguez guy, but he's kind of injury prone. But he actually started against y'all last year. He actually won the starting job, but he's back healthy again. See there. I know that at center, we got the transfer in, the guy Brockermeyer from TCU. We finally got our center of the future on the roster now. So next year, so I think we're gonna be good with that. I would also say like the running back room. You know what I'm saying? I think they're like 1A and 1B because the running back room, like we got 3 solid options. We got Mark Fletcher, we got Jordan Lyle, who if he get to that second level, they're gonna catch him. We saw that. And then we have the transfer from North Dakota State, who was a true freshman who had over 1,200 yards rushing, who came in and like he's not backing down. Like he's coming in to take some carries. So I think that Mario's gonna do what Mario does best, is run the ball. and I think that we're gonna control the clock a lot more. And that's what I got. I think and the depth is where it needs to be. I know y'all always troll about Okunlola or whatever, but he's made strides, and he's actually the first. He should be the first off the bench if when it comes to if he needs to play. So he has made strides there. So yeah, like I'm really confident in my offensive line and in my running back room this year. Very confident.
I think we on the same page right there a little bit. My offensive line is definitely strength. We're returning 4 starters back this year. It may have one position battle there, I would say. And I think Damian George is going to start at that right guard position, but Roger Kearney's right on his heels. We'll talk position battles. I got a few. But yeah, the offensive line is definitely in strength. At center, you're bringing back Jake Slaughter, the All-American. Just a lunch pail guy, bro. Like, that's probably one of my favorite players on the team. Just quiet. He's how you want your offensive lineman, dog. Country, quiet. Walk around with shirts that say 5=1. You feel me? Like that type of vibe, bro. I think he had a chance at repeating as an All-American. That center spot is it's tricky with the draft, so we got lucky because, like, even though he's All-American, the NFL don't spend a lot of money on first round centers or anything like that. So he came back like an offensive lineman would, bro. Come back, get that good NIL check, but maybe go second, third round next year. But first round is just tough for a center unless you could play guard and pull like a Pouncey. You feel me? But I like Arbor at left tackle. He originally started at right tackle. I do want to see him make that turn. While he had a solid season on the PFF, he left a lot to be desired in my mind. But he's a good left tackle. Najee Harris at the left guard, another solid guy. And then Bryce Lovett is one of the new faces to the offensive line. But I think his ceiling possibly could be higher. I wouldn't mind even if we could probably put him at left tackle. I think his ceiling may be higher. But even with the backups, I like a few guys. Like I already mentioned Roger Kearney, like Fletcher Westpaw as well. If one of these guys go down the tackle spot, I feel very good right there. And backup centers is a little tricky because Roger Kearney has played center in the past, so he's a guy you could play at guard or center. So we got some flexibility there. But overall, bro, Rob Sell and that group, they did good things last year, and they got better as Lagway came in. His ability to run helps them out a little bit. You feel me? Offensive line play when you got a statue, a guy that is not a threat to run. The box is different. A lot of things is different. So definitely DJ Lagway is going to help them guys out, being a guy that can escape and then also freezing linebackers with RPO action. Running back room, like I said, I'm right with D-Rod, bro. That running back room it's like pick your poison. And you saw like what Jaden Barr brought to the table as a true freshman. He's just finna take that next jump. And Jacoby Jackson is probably the fan favorite on the team. Jack Cheese. I expect him to make that big as well, bro. That's running back 1A, 1B. It's kind of like the ETN Montreal situation where fans, say that Jaden Barr is RB1, but the coaching staff don't see it that way. I wouldn't be surprised if Jacoby Jackson start, to be real with you. But he has that knack of finding the end zone. He broke a spring game record with rushing yards. I was at that game. Boy was just going stupid. Like he's made a jump as well, which was another good find. You say y'all found fine. Like these running backs, I think all of our rooms are pretty good. And all of these are running back, like happy offenses. Like these are good offenses for a running back to go thrive in, like all three of them. But they found a good guy out of Pensacola, man. He's a JUCO kid. They bring him in. He come in hungry. Trayon Webb, who went down last year, he went down. Jack Cheese, seized the moment. And now he's pretty much RB1, RB1B, however you want to do it. And then that third spot comes down to Trayon Webb, KD Daniels, who is my sleeper of the offense. I think he's got that Reggie Bush. Nothing like Reggie Bush. Like people be taking, still compare him to Reggie Bush. Now I think he can run the whole route tree. Like you can send him out at receiver and he can run that entire route tree. I also think that Duke can do that too. I'm forgetting my guy last name. Duke. Why am I forgetting the running back? Help me out, chat. A running back we just got out of Tampa. He's very similar. Duke Clark, running back out of Tampa. He's a running back also that could do a lot of things as far as running the whole route tree. So that RB3 is going to be a big competition. We'll talk it in the competition segment, but running back room loaded, bro. Like I feel good about that room. Everybody hit me with the Clark now. I appreciate y'all in the chat. Hey, we at 1,300 live, man. We appreciate everybody for hanging out with us. Y'all smash that retweet button. We just discussed the strength of the offense. Now we're going to the strength of the offense. You want to start at D-Rock? The weakness of the offense. You want to start at D-Rock?
Yeah. So the weakness of the offense, I would have to say wide receiver because of the fact that there are a lot of guys they're kind of unproven. There's not a lot of production outside of what we kind of brought in the portal, but is I don't know what we're gonna get outside maybe JoJo Trader. You know what I'm saying? Daniels was injured. He was kind of injured last year at LSU. He played through an injury, you know what I'm saying, like that. So, but I mean, he understand he's healthy now. The guy who we got from Cincinnati, Tony Johnson, whoever he is, I mean, he's going to be at the slot, but he's not. I'm not saying that I expect him to be Xavier Restrepo, but I don't even think he's Mike Harley. Like, I don't know what to expect from him for
Those are
that.
like goats in Miami. Like, be respectful. The boys got stats, man.
Yeah, but what I'm
All-time
saying,
leaders.
yeah, I get you, but I don't know what I'm gonna get from him. Like I keep hearing more about Malachi Tony than anybody else in the slot coming out of the spring. So you
Now,
trying to
Tony
tell
looked
me
the
like,
part, though. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie to you.
yeah,
Like,
I
he
get you.
looked the
But
part.
my thing is, you have a guy that reclassed who's actually a 26 kid that reclassed to the 25 class, and it's a chance he might start.
That's
I
funny
don't know.
business. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, see, so like, I mean, I really don't know. After that, you have a lot of true freshmen. You have Joshua Moore. I'm my bad. I'm sorry. You also have Keelan Marion, the guy we got from BYU, but he's going to be mostly a kick returner. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he does, speed. Like he got all the speed. I don't know what he's going to do as a wide receiver, because he didn't do that as much at BYU. I think he only had like maybe like 30 catches. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. A couple touchdowns. It wasn't that major. So I kind of think with the inexperience in that, I think it's really like the weak link. But tight end is a close second because we have Elijah Lofton. After that, we have we have like freshmen. You know what I'm saying? We got like three true freshmen. We got the kid Brock Shot from Ohio. Then we got Luka Gilbert, another guy who we brought in. And then we have the guy we got from Tulane, Alex Bowman, who's actually pretty good. He's a nice tight end. But I don't know what to expect. So I would say that's kind of a close second because we know we're gonna get from Elijah Lofton. So that's where I'm at with it.
I talked with Pop Cooney in the interview I did with him. He spoke highly of both freshmen, but he said Josh Moore is the one they sleeping on. So we'll see. Y'all are young in that room. I need them to get it together after week 4. You know, they can do whatever they want to do after week 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Florida offense, I would say a tight end. I don't know what to expect out of that room, but I've already expressed this show. Like, we don't really use the room well, regardless, right? It's really an extension. We use a lot of 12 personnel, but that's in a lot of run situation, goal line. We may sneak a tight end out, and Hayden Hansen has been decent when called upon. I think Tony Livingston is decent when called upon. Like, they're good athletes. Hayden's more of your blocking tight end. You really ain't trying to like create matchup problems with him. He's just a big guy that if you sleep on him because he hasn't been going out for a pass all game, he'll sneak out and gas you for a good 10, 15. But Amir Jackson, I think, has the highest ceiling in the room. He missed spring practice altogether. He was out a lot with injuries. So, like, that's on his growth as a sophomore or redshirt for sure what he is. But I think he has the highest ceiling of the room. But yeah, if I had to, give a weakness of the offense, it's definitely the tight end room. I would want more dynamic players out of that position. Like Florida, over the years, like we had a tradition of having dynamic tight ends, and just the usage of them, and also like to me, it's a couple question marks, like just playmaking ability at the position. So I think that's our weakness of our offense right there. I would love for us not to be a lot of 12 personnel. Give me 4 or 5 wide and let's run a little bit.
You won't lag where you gunning that mug all across the field, huh?
That's his strength, that deep ball accuracy. You know, I got to see him get better. It's 15 to 17 yards. Like those throws is what he got to clean up. But that deep ball, it's nasty. It's filthy. He's dropping that thing through the sunroof.
Oh man, I wish, because the biggest weakness in my offense, quarterback. We already know it. Like this man is 5'5". You know, he 5'2", and Lil Wayne and Lloyd was singing songs about that brother, bro. Come on, bro. Like this is ridiculous. The man is short and he is inaccurate as hell, but he can throw a deep ball. He can throw a jump ball and he can run. That's the
He can
biggest.
talk too.
Yeah, he can talk shit. Yeah, and he can do some wild ass TikTok dances, which I'm not even gonna touch that. We're gonna let that shit go too, because I don't know what you young is out here doing. But that's the biggest question mark that we got. Can that brother stay healthy, and can he navigate and run this offense? So until I see something else that's happening there, that's going to be the weakness that I got on this offense for Florida State. Is it starts and it ends with whether or not the quarterback is going to be able to run this offense that way, because he's not throwing a ball across the middle of the field. He's only throwing jump balls outside, and he's going to be one of those one read and then take off running that direction quarterbacks, and they're going to use him with his legs in this offense, because if he goes down, then what do we got behind him? We got Brock Glenn, and then we got a true freshman in Kevin Sperry. That's it. That's what we got. So they are putting all of their eggs in the Castellanos basket, and that's
He said it.
He said
I'm here to
it.
save jobs.
Yeah.
Hey, look, hey, if he go down at any point in the season, man, hey, just back to U-Haul up, man. Hey, back to U-Haul up, bro. It's over.
This will be the second season in a row.
It's a wrap.
It's gonna be it. So that's what I would say is the biggest weakness on this offense, because it's just too many question marks. Every one of the receivers that we got that are coming in, Squirrel White coming in, he's coming off major injuries. We know what his production is, so if he's clicking, he gonna be solid. You got Deuce Robinson, another one. We know what his production can be. If he's getting the ball, we know what he can do. Gavin Blackwell, another one that's solid. And then you got some like Javon Boggs, who's behind him. You got Wayne McCoy, who can finally, hopefully, see the field this year. Elijah Moore, another redshirt freshman. A lot of young guys behind those dudes. And then even with the tight ends, you got a nice tight end room as well. I keep seeing people in the chat talking about how great all of these different tight end rooms are, but Florida State's tight end room is probably the best one in the state. We probably got we can argue with Miami about the tight end room with the tight ends that we got, and our wide receiver core could be solid. But the biggest
in your tight end room,
we got Landon Thomas, he's a sophomore. That boy's nice. Landon Thomas is nice, and we got
about it like they better in our room. I want to know when.
And we got Randy Pittman back there too. He a true junior. He a true junior as well. He's a transfer that came in. We got a nice little tight end room.
They was balling last year, because I ain't seen nobody balling on y'all team. They was balling last year
because you don't be watching. That's because you ain't watching what we
I watched all y'all games last year.
You wasn't even watching.
I watched every quarter of Florida State football last year.
I'm the one who was watching all of that shit. I was sitting in my room mad as hell. I must have went through 18 bottles of Gatorade last season, drinking my ass to sleep every night after the raggedy ass games that we was losing. But nah,
I watched and live tweeted every game, brother. I promise you.
Oh man, but yeah, quarterback's got to be the biggest weakness that we got, because we gonna have to see if he shows up the best version of himself. Then you're talking about 50% completion. You're talking about him throwing nice deep balls to his wide receiver, nice jump balls, and he'll rush for 800 yards. If he comes in on that bullshit, then you're talking about, again, somebody who is a 50% completion quarterback that doesn't throw the ball across the middle of the field and is injury prone. So that's why I say our biggest weakness is. But I'm gonna go to the woo lady and see if I can get some health spell put on that brother so he can stay healthy all season long, because I need that brother to step up and do work.
Before we slide over to like defensive strength and weaknesses, like I think we both got offensive coordinator like to monitor a little bit, right? While Gus comes in, whatever that offense is about to be, who knows? Like we really don't know what we're about to see out of Gus, bro. Like I'll talk about that in a second. You can talk about your offensive play calling, but I want to see. There's been rumors and smoke about Russ Callaway taking over the offense. He got a pay raise. He has the OC title. They stripped Rob Sale of the OC title. And I've just heard some smoke behind the scenes that he may be the guy that take over the play calling. Whoever it is, I don't think Billy's gonna put a name on the homework. He's just gonna hand the paper in with no name on it, bro. If it's good, then we all did it. If it's bad, we all did it. Everybody's involved. I don't like that. I like accountability, bro. Like I want to know who I need to fire on the timeline. Like
Right.
now I got to fire everybody. That's crazy. Just give me one person. You feel me? So I want to see the offense change, like some more tempo, and also just the energy and just like it just don't seem like we had any chemistry. I don't think the playbook is bad. I think, the order and what he called the play, situational play calling, that middle eight is funky. So like that's another thing I want to see turn the corner just from an offensive perspective. But I want to see what Gus Malzahn do, because smoke behind the scenes that Gus was about to retire, and then
Hey,
Mike called that boy and say, "Hey, I gotta."
Mike was like, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna give you a cushy job. You already know the offense. Just come in here and get this run game right. I need somebody who wants to do what
Well,
I need."
Mike called a good run game. That's why I don't get it.
Right. That's what I said. Because I'm thinking if you're gonna go get an offensive coordinator, you're gonna go get somebody that does the things that you not doing. Right.
Right.
Mike can call run plays. Mike's whole issue wasn't the play calls. It was the fact that the personnel out there on that offensive line was getting him killed, and it was Jordan Travis making miracles happen, and that was the problem. But now you get offensive line coming in. Mike could call them same plays, but I think he wants to take that step back and turn over to somebody who has a track record of having good offenses on the running side of the ball, because Gus Malzahn's passing concepts are some of the worst passing concepts you've ever seen. It's a bunch of simple comebacks, go routes, simple crosses. It's stuff that's easy to defend. So that's what I don't understand about it. So we gonna see what the play calling looks like from Gus, because everybody keeps saying you're in one or two camps. It's either he ain't got it no more, we don't know what this is, and y'all gonna be terrible, or it's people saying, well, when he can just call plays only, he's one of the best game. And I'm like, how long ago was that where he was just calling plays only? Because we just saw him have to give up play calling duties last season at UCF. So it's gonna be it's another big
That
question.
was an ugly game when he brought UCF to Florida. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. That they couldn't do nothing with KJ Jefferson just running dives. I was like, what? Like, Gus washed his hell. What is he running?
Right. 3rd and 7, dive play up the
Dive. Like, bro, this is crazy, man.
middle.
Well, you expecting any change I mean, it's gonna be some change in the offense on your end in Miami. What are you expecting out of the offense before we move on to defensive strengths and weaknesses?
Are you talking to me or to Tiny Hat?
Nah,
No, you, bro.
Oh, what do I expect? Any changes?
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be more run oriented this year, man. I don't, like I said, Cam Ward. You know what he could do. He could slang that pill, man. Like he gonna throw it all across the yard. Bet can't do what Cam Ward did, and I don't want them to even attempt to have him even do that. That'll be a big mistake. Play action. Get the play action thing going. You have the running game, so I think that I think this year we're probably gonna have 2 800-yard backs. I think it's gonna be a little bit more balanced. And those three guys, I think they're each. I think at least the least amount I say is like 75 carries. But from the third guy is probably at least gonna get 75 carries. They're probably gonna get like 100, maybe 150. It's gonna be up in that range. So I think we're definitely going to be more run oriented. That's probably going to open up everything else. And then that's when I can see Beck taking his shots and doing what he need to do. But we definitely going to run that ball.
All right, we're going to move over to defensive strengths and weaknesses. We'll start with the strengths of the defense. For me, I'm going to say that weak side defensive end, or edge. I would say edge position. That's what we call it in our defense. That's the strongest room, I would say, on the team. Just full of studs, bro. Of course, Tyreek Sapp is the guy that I'm sorry, that's the defensive end. The Jack room is Gums Jr. We had Jack Pyburn leave that room. He ends up going to LSU. 34 George Gum is probably going to be your starter. You have 5-star LJ McCray right behind him. Hearing good things about Kofi. Sorry, the transfer that came in. But that room to me is like one of the most talented rooms. And Cam James will play a bit. I think Sapp, you could play there a little bit. So there's a lot of versatility in that room. They're trying out Aaron Childs at that spot as well, who's one of those top 5 linebackers in the country. He's going to play a little bit of middle, but I think that's our strongest position. But if I had to say just the strength of the defense, would be that front four as a group. It gets a little tricky. We'll talk about weaknesses and whatnot, but yeah, I don't even think everywhere else I kind of got like question mark. Linebacker is up there, but safety and corner After the 2 deep, it gets a little. After the 1 deep, it gets a little tricky at safety. 2 deep is decent at cornerback, but it gets a little thin. And that front 4, like, I think there's a lot of depth. We go into our 2 deep, maybe even 3 deep at a couple of those spots, and not have a lot of drop off, if any. So that's the strength for me, is that front 4.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna say the strength of our defense is still going to be the DB room. We got a lot of talent back in the DB room. We have a lot of good coaching and good development coming out of Surtain and that defensive back room as well. That's going to be the heavy strength. They got the transfer from Houston. Jeremiah Wilson's going to be on one side, and then on the other side you got Jabril Rawls is probably going to be over there. We'll get into kind of the position battles when we go over that. That's one that I really want to look at. But we got talent on that front 4 that's going to be there when it comes to the DBs. The 4 that's going to be back there is going to be nice. And then when we have to sub them boys out, we got more length and more speed behind them. So that DB room is clearly the best room that we have.
Carrying these bums, man.
100%. That man, listen, that boy is out here lifting them up like fat boy, like them skinny dudes that like fat women, just lifting them legs up, boy. He the only one holding that mug up. He the only one out here doing work. The DB room is 100% the best that we got on there. A lot of questions when it comes to linebackers because everybody is all transfers. And then when it comes to that front, we don't even have a front 4. That front 3 that we're going because we're switching to that 3-3-5 defense. That the trenches that we have there, we have some talent that is there that's coming back, like Darrell Jackson for the 6th season or whatever season this is here. We're going to see whether or not he can finally put it together. We got Kevin Wynn behind him. We got a couple of other cats, but a lot of question marks when it comes to the trenches. But the strength of the defense is still going to be the DB room, and it's not even going to be close. And I love it too, because since Miami ain't got no receivers, we finna lock all of that shit up. Y'all boys gonna have to do something else. Y'all better pray we don't learn how to stop the run, because y'all ain't throwing the ball on my defense. I'm gonna tell you that this season, y'all gonna have to see us when it comes to your little wide receivers, because we got people ready to lock all that up. Locking all that up, bro.
You muted, D-Rob.
Yeah, you muted.
You talking greasy, but you muted. Oh, you muted, bro. You don't hear us? Hold on, let me unmute you on my end.
I got you. My bad. I forgot to have muted. My bad. I want to say I think that the strength is definitely the defensive line. Bane back, he's healthy. Mesidor, he's healthy. Lightfoot, he's doing his thing. Bryant, he's doing his thing as a edge, as a pass specialist. He's doing his thing. The kid hated. We got to say it again.
Brian starting, where he at on the depth chart?
No, he's behind. I don't know. I can't tell you exactly which one he's behind, but he's definitely in the rotation. He's definitely in the third down package, where he rushed the passer. Do what he did last year, which was he did a decent job. Then we got the kid Hayden Lowe, the 5-star kid Hayden Lowe from California. That kid is a beast. He like 6'5", 250. Like he's doing his thing. We got depth. Everything looks good. At defensive tackle, Justin Scott has taken a step. I think he's really going to break out. Ahmad Moten, he actually kind of came on last year. That's why that other kid, CJ Clark, really didn't. The transfer who we got from NC State, his snaps kind of got taken away. Moten, when he got in, he did his thing. So I think he's going to be good. And the kid from Louisiana Tech, David Blay, it's a good 3-man rotation. I want to see one of the young bulls that we brought in, as far as like a red shirt freshman, either Artavius Jones or the Dante Simpson kid, one of those. I want them to step up to be that 4th guy. We only brought in one transfer defensive tackle. So I think those guys are kind of coming along. They're still kind of on the young side. I think Simpson, he hasn't turned 18 yet, but the kid is growing. He's like 6'4" now, close to 300. He's a true freshman, but we'll see. But good things. Tavius Jones, I think he's healthy now. He just needs to put it together, and I think that he'll be good. So as far as the strength, I would say the defensive line, and I think they really gonna get at the quarterback this year. I think it's gonna look a whole lot better.
Yeah, I think we got similar strengths on the team because I think George Gums is gonna be one of them names that's gonna shock a lot of people. He wasn't big in the recruiting world, came in as a tight end in college football. We bring him in, they kind of, to like that edge rusher, but animal. Florida State know who he is. He playing that flag. You know what I'm saying? And nobody went over to try to take that flag from him. It's the guy you want to be first getting off the bus. Like looks like Tarzan, play like Tarzan. Like he's gonna be one of them dudes, but weaknesses. I'll lead the way with it. Just depth, I would say, at both spots. I spoke about the safety position. I like the young guys we brought in with Drake Stubbs and Lagunza Hayward as far as backups, right? They borderline guys, the recruiting rankings, they drop you right before the class is over. But both of those guys were teetering on being 5-star DBs. While I like their ceiling and what they could be, we drop off after the starters of Jordan Castell and Thornton at safety. After those two guys, you have pretty much two true freshmen with very high ceilings. I thought Drake Stubbs looked good in the spring game. High ceiling there, but it's just not ideal situation, especially how thin we got at safety last year. I'm glad that my boy that Restrepo put in the blender, he back. I forget my safety name, man, but he back, and I'm not even mad that he back because, like I said, we get young fast at the safety spot, bro. After you get past Thornton and Castell, you get two true freshmen real quick. So I don't mind that. I'm forgetting his name right now. Chat, help me out, bro. Like, what's my white safety? Restrepo had that boy looking crazy last year, and he was out for the season. We never saw him again, and fans hold him to that. We hold him to that one play. You feel me? I like the star position. Asa Turner. That was my guy. Nelly know what's up.
Asa Turner.
Asa, however you want to say his name, man. I'm glad that boy got his 7th year just because we get young fast, bro. You feel me? And then I would even say defensive tackle depth, right? Like I love the star. And I like the guys in my 2 deep because I know some of the Gator fans that we've been talking about in this room, and it's talent there. It's just unproven talent, right? I'm forgetting a bunch of names right now. 96. Help me out, Nelly. Help me out. Kush ain't even big. I don't know why I'm forgetting. Tavares Brown. That's his name. 96. I don't need your help. Tavares Brown's the guy that I like behind Caleb Banks and some of the others. We lose DeAndre Robinson. He went to North Carolina after the spring game. Just got the bag bounce. We end up losing true freshman Shivers to some domestic issues or whatever. He's off the team. But Tavares Brown is a guy, like, he looks lean. I like Brian Taylor as well, but Tavares Brown looks lean when you look at him. He don't look like a pocket pusher. He don't look like a run stuffer, like a 300-pound guy. But once I did the science and realized he's like 310, got abs, super. He's also like 7'6'8", so it's a lot of length there. A lot of in that Gervon Dexter. So while we lose a Desmond Watson type run stuffer, I think we get a Gervon Dexter type body similar to like that with Tavares Brown, but he just haven't proven a lot. We actually got him through the JUCO ranks last year, right before the season started. Literally the week of camp, he came in. So we'll see how it all plays out. I just think the depth there is a little unproven, but I like it. Same thing with safety. They're just unproven. So those are the weaknesses right there. Is T depth and also safety depth.
Okay. All right, D-Rob, what you got on defense? What's your weakness?
Whew. Man. I would have said like I said that free safety. I think that one safety spot I don't think has been locked down yet. I mean I forgot to mention we did grab the kid from Tennessee, Jacoby Thomas, who was slated to start there. But I'm sold. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I'm high on the kid Dylan Day. I'm the kid from Louisiana who we got, man. The kid, he done grew. He done got in that weight room. He up 6'2", 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Got good speed, verified speed, real good kid. Was great on special teams last year. I hope that he gets that opportunity at that other safety spot because Markeith Williams, who we got, still on the slim side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He ain't eating enough peanut butter and jelly. I don't know what it is. Like, he just can't get his weight up. So that position, and then at linebacker. We brought in guys. I think Teray is gonna start at middle linebacker. We brought the Bonner kid in, but we also have Wesley Basaint. But a lot of it after that is kind of unproven. We still have a guy, the young guys. I'm super high on Bobby Washington. That kid, as far as him and Cam Pruitt, I'm super high on both of those kids. They got speed. They got a lot of speed out there, man. They have a lot of speed. They just need the experience and just to get their weight up a little bit more. As far as Washington right now, he's like 6'3", like 230, 240. And that kid's running a 4.4, like legit 4.4. He just has to put it all together. And I think that he can probably be that next great linebacker to come out of Miami, man. Like that kid is super impressive. I just need him to put it together. I don't know what we're gonna get from Hayes. Obviously, off the field thing stuff going on. Ain't hurt too much after that. So he hasn't been kicked off the team or nothing like that. But I think he still got he got some stuff that he has to handle first. But yeah, man, like it's mostly a depth issue behind what we got at the linebacker spots, and then just that free safety spot for me is still a big question mark. Just on my perspective.
I think he kind of answered both Hayes and Malik a bit, but I got asking about both of them. I think you kind of answered both of them as you've been talking about defense a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Weakness, Florida State, same thing as always been. Linebacker. We have not had solid linebackers at Florida State since, I would say, who's it? Bethune and Deloach. That was it. That was the last time. And it has been a cliff. They can't cover. They can't fill the run gaps. The run fits are terrible. They're just constantly being turned around left and right. So they went and brought in all of these transfers. Most of them that they got the transfers coming over from Nebraska with Tony White. That's his position group, is the linebacking core. And he brought over guys that know his scheme, know the system. So all of the three starters that we got for linebacker, or for the two linebackers, and then that jack position, all of them are transfers that are coming in with Tony White. But once they go sit down, you go right back to that big ass bouncing ass that's been on screen for the last 2 seasons. You got Juice Cryer, who's back there, he's hit or miss. You got Omar Graham, who can't tell. He's like, oh, there's a hole here and a hole here. I don't know which one to fill, so I'm just going to pick the one to do not running through. And then you have young guys like Blake Nicholson, who shows some promise, but if he doesn't see it immediately, then he's going to be out of the play as well. So the lacking core is probably going to be the weakness after you get them starters out, because the starters should know this defense. They should know the defense because they played in it all last season. Once them starters sit down, then it's going to be, okay, we finna put them boys in the blender. We finna put them boys on milk cartons, and hopefully we can get them looking in the air.
How many returning starters you got on your defense?
Returning starters, so I would say 1, 2, 3, actually. 4.
That's terrible. You said
everyone. No, it's 4. That's it. And but the thing is, because a couple of the cats that are starting were backups last season. They didn't start, like specifically with Jabril Walls and Earl Little, because those two guys were behind Cypress and behind AZ Thomas. They played, but they were behind them cats, or they were put in the spot and they went from there. So Daryl Jackson is a starter. KJ Sampson, KJ Kirkland, the DB, Shaheem Brown. That's the 4. Those are the 4 right there. And two of them are safeties, and then the other 2 are down in the trenches. But that's it. Everybody else is either a transfer that came in. Specifically, all of the linebackers are transfers. The 2 defensive ends are transfers, and then one of the corners is the corner that we got from Houston. He a transfer.
Y'all got a whole new defense. 4 returning starters, and 7 are all gonna be jobs, bro.
Bruh, I'm telling you, when he said he was trying to save jobs,
that $65 million, man.
That boy said he was trying to save jobs. I'm telling you, that boy Mike said, listen, damn trying to win anything outside of these games we should win. I can tell you right now, before we get into all that, I can tell you right now what Mike Norvell was thinking when he was like, we going into the season, this is what we gonna do. And if this happens, we will be here next year. We can figure out this. That's what they doing right now. I'll tell you exactly what they do.
Hey, Norvell Christmas tree. Hey, Norvell Christmas tree gonna be on the curb in September, bro. That plastic Christmas tree that he got in the closet, yeah, that's gonna be on the curb in September.
It ain't even Halloween decoration out there.
That boy I got a Charlie Brown Christmas tree gonna be out there, man. It's gonna be running to the damn grass. It's gonna be a stick in some dirt. It's gonna be rough.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I was in your position, I'd be going to the season with that many knowns, though. I'd be like I'd be nervous, bro. It's just so many. Y'all don't even have a spring game to even lie about, too. That's what really throwing me off a little bit, bro.
Yep. Oh no. That's the reason. All I can do is lie, baby. That's all I can do is lie because we don't know what this team gonna look like.
We're gonna hold you accountable to him now, so
Okay,
you don't
hold me accountable because again, nobody knows nothing. That boy Malzahn walked in. It was like no media access, no access to practices, and when you do go in front of the media, you're not seeing nothing.
So this Gus team.
Bruh, they can't tell you what's happening. Now, it's my team, but they can't tell you what's happening in practices. They can't tell you who's projected to start over X, Y, Z.
It's definitely Gus team.
Nothing.
All hey, who's Justin Thomas team, man?
Who's going to y'all media day? Who's going to y'all media day?
Everybody. No, everybody gonna go to the media day because they want to find out what the fuck been going on. That's a lot of
y'all sending 4 transfers pretty much. So you got Talon. I know you got Richie Leonard.
Yep.
Earl Little's going, I think.
Yep.
And who else?
Y'all sending one other one. I don't think they sent Daryl Jackson. They sent somebody else for the defense. I forgot who it was. I think it's 2 offensive players and 2 defensive players. But yeah,
this is Bobby Bowden's rolling over in his grave, man, about this whole outfit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Bobby ain't even watching the game. He over here watching shit that's happening at Sanford. He watching Sanford games at this point. But yeah, we don't know anything. That is any new coming in, all new scheme on defense, and then the offensive scheme is the same, but you got a ton of new pieces on the offensive side of the ball, so nobody knows what the hell this team gonna look like. We can just speculate, and since we speculating, I'm gonna speculate recklessly and say Florida State is about to be out here doing work. I'm gonna get these generational lies off. That's what I'm gonna do until we.
Hey, chat. Hey, chat, y'all help me out with the spread for the Florida State Bama game real quick. If somebody can provide that.
I think it's 13.5.
It's how much?
I think I want to say it's 13.5. The spread.
Usually the home team at least gets 3 points. So you trying to say that it's really 16, but they saying 13?
I'll tell you, yeah, it's Alabama 13.5.
Ooh. Yeah. And they probably gave y'all 3 points just being the home team. So that 13.5 is really 16.5.
And the over under is at 50.5. That's FanDuel. So yeah.
Without these unknowns.
Bama might hit that by themselves. I don't know if y'all gonna score, but
down on that Bama shit, bro. Line that shit up, Bama. Line that up, bro. You heard my quarterback. Saban ain't on that sideline. They don't know what their quarterback.
Let's talk about the shout out to Pete Nakos, man. Pete got he hit a gold mine when he ran into Thomas Castellanos, bro. What a blessing.
Hey, that boy wasn't drinking when he like he was.
He was definitely on the fender. Like Pete called him on the way home from the bar and was like, "I can't believe he's saying, he's just typing away. I can't believe he's saying all this. Like, this is crazy."
And you know he was saying that with that sassy neck movement, like Jalen Ramsey was. He was like, "Oh yeah, I." He was out there waggling his head last. Yeah. We Saban ain't on that sideline. I'm like, yeah, say how you want to say it.
You know he got it on too.
What you to that game? Like I thought Bama was like the year you wanted to like get Bama. I think was last year. You know, with Bama bringing in, I'm forgetting the offense coordinator now. I'm forgetting a lot of things.
Ryan Grubb.
Bringing in Grubb, you know, the old offense coordinator at Washington. He didn't have him last year. He also, I don't think Milroe fit the offense last year. And Bama just didn't look like themselves. They also doing a lot of sassy things in the locker room that would not happen on the Saban's watch. Like, they getting their TikTok off too. Nope. That's all this sassiness in Bama's locker room, man. This is unusual. But I mean, they still got a serious outfit. I like DeBoer as a play caller. I think second year is going to be, you know, they start to click a little bit. But that first game, I think you want to sneak up on Bama. That's how I would have did it, bro. Like now you got their attention. They brought it up at SEC Media Day. Mm-hmm. You know, it's bulletin. You get bulletin board material to Alabama with or Ty Simpson. I like the quarterback too. You know, like I think y'all could probably run into a blender game. I hope so.
Nah, see, you know what? I like what he said. I didn't have a problem with what he said. If you look at his quotes of what he said, you know, growing up, you want to play Bama. I like to be on the field. I like to compete against the best. Saban ain't on that sideline, which is the truth. So I'm ready to go in there and compete. I like my quarterback saying that. I like my quarterback having that confidence, coming in, instilling that confidence, something that we have not had since Jordan Travis was out there. We didn't have that confidence last season. My quarterback last year was 6'5", 250 pounds, and he was scared to drop his shoulder to run 3 yards. I got a cat over here that ain't no taller than Tory Lanez talking like he a big dog out here on the block. So I like my quarterback running his mouth like that. Now, you can say bulletin board material if you want to, but Bama already had bulletin board material coming in because of the way they went out last season. They caught all of the heat. They caught all the smoke last because they didn't do what Bama normally does. So they were already lining up ready to go for this game. Florida State,
Yeah,
no matter what we say to them boys, they was already going to come in like that. And on the other side, we coming in the same way. We went, hypothetically, if we were to play last season, we went 2-10. If you listen to what people say, so we got to come out there and show something. Might as well come out here and pop your shit and be ready to go. Now, you out here with black fingernails, bruh. You letting your hair fly. You out here doing some wildness talk. So I'm gonna tell you this right now. You better be out there on that field doing work. I need 200 yards, 250 yards passing. I need 110 yards rushing out of you, no interceptions, and I need 60% completions. I'm treating this like college football 26, bro. I'm giving you expectations. You get out there and get me them numbers, we gonna give Bama the work. They gonna have to come to Doak and see us. They gonna have
I'm
to.
gonna tell you. You said it. They didn't like how they season ended. They lost to that Michigan team that wasn't really that good in
Mhm.
that bowl game. Like it was bad. They only put up 13 points. Them boys, man, look.
Them boys was
Listen,
already gonna come in there like, oh, we got this
yeah,
squad, and we on national TV on the road.
Like
Oh, we was already ready to go.
y'all
I
prime
want, I
time?
want
Are y'all prime time?
Hell no,
oh
we
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
prime time.
That's in
Oh,
prime
well,
time.
No, it's not.
It is.
3:30, bro. What you mean?
Forget the time slot. This is a holiday. What y'all play on a Monday?
No, we play on the what is that? Saturday the 30th. Saturday, August 30th.
It's a shame what they about to do to Bound Field. Like
Come
y'all
on,
just y'all just remodeled the place, bro. Like they about to just go just run donuts through y'all middle of y'all field, bro. Just
That's
do
why
spin out.
That's why I say we need to
actually,
come out there and do work because they selling out this. The tickets for that game are astronomical. Everybody finna make their bread, and if they don't come out there and make a statement in this game, even at a loss, if the loss is, you can sell that hope moving forward. If it's an ass whooping, this season is gonna be rough because we only got 4 games. We got 4: Bama, Clemson, Miami, and Florida. Those are the 4
Oh for
games on
four.
our
Y'all
schedule.
losing all 4 of them joints. I'm gonna go ahead and
We not. You got like messed up. Norvell lose all 4 of them games. We can go ahead and get that. I'll
y'all
personally,
ain't got 65 million to give Mike.
I donate $37 in a
well,
basket of Roadhouse grill rolls to get that nigga the fuck up out
Hey,
of
real quick, D-Rob, let me ask you, because I just don't think it was a smart move, bro, from a leadership perspective, bro. Like, I do not want my quarterback in a matchup like that. I want to sneak up on a team like Bama. Even like, I don't care if it's a rivalry. Even if I'm playing Miami or Florida State in a week 1 and I'm coming off of what I came off last year, I want my quarterback and my leaders just to be chill a little bit and kind of just, after that game 1, if you show improve, then cool, start talking greasy. But I don't want to like just give the opponent, I'm an underdog. I don't want to
yeah,
give them bulletin board material. I think the underdogs have the edge in my opinion, like going into those games. So why give that edge that you have of being an underdog? You give like the ops a 1-up. I don't get it. What you
yeah.
think, D-Rob?
Yeah, like I said, I think it was a big mistake. That's why you don't see really these kids like talking crazy like that. Like I said, like you said it, boy. Nako's caught him on a day, and for him to do that, like, yeah, man, I just think that was a big mistake. This week 1. First game of the season, all they're thinking about, they're looking at, that old Boston College film. And I'm gonna tell you how they're probably gonna get in his head because they're gonna look about how to me, I think he quit on the team. People can say, oh, he got benched and all that. Oh, they're gonna be in his head, man. They're gonna be on him. And I want to see if he's mentally gonna be prepared for that. You can talk all you want, but hey, once they spot that ball, he sack, I'm telling you, they coming for
Dog,
that kid.
If it's a smoke show, I'm gonna tell you like how social media work in 2025. If they go in boat race, y'all, I think the season could it's so much troll material that's out there. Like I think it could just derail the locker room, whatever like efforts, right? Y'all could have a good team, but I just don't think that game one is the one you talk shit on because like if they smack you hard enough and the troll and the memes go crazy, confidence could be lost in that locker room, bro.
But what do you expect the man to say? He's got a lot of bounce back from.
Nothing.
But Nako,
Next question, Pete.
But come on. What did he say that was so wrong? Is my point. All he said was, "I like to play. I want to compete against the best. I want to play Bama." And he did say, "Saban ain't on that sideline, so let's."
You disrespect the coaches.
That's where he
got a
messed up.
national championship caliber coach on the. He's been to the national championship before. DeBoer is not no like chump.
So
he that's but that if he would have left that out, it probably been like, okay, well, he's excited to play against Bama, this and this. But when he's saying, "Oh, Saban on that sideline," so that's basically telling me like what you saying is just because we ain't got Saban that you think you're gonna win this game.
You damn right,
man.
You damn right. That Bama shit sweet.
You damn right.
You gonna put that Bama package in. Talk about yes.
Check this out.
Also, the crazy part is, dog. Like if I'm Florida State coach, and I wake up, I don't care where I'm at on the staff. If I wake up the next morning, man, in the articles here, cause Pete and them was slick.
Yeah,
they took every quote and made a clickbait like graphic. Like
they sure did, bro.
Like every hour, it was a new crazy quote on a graphic, and like random fans was like, "He said what?"
Yeah, and then dirty. They didn't even link the article until he put the last one out too. Like they did that shit dirty.
Oh, it was great marketing, man. Shout out to them people, bro. They know how to get you with the clickbait. But when he said, "I'm here to save half," I was just like, all right, his pants are too big for him. Like his britches are way too big for him, bro. Like, what are we talking about here?
Hey, listen, the man say I might be 5'2", but when it comes time to get on this field, I'm gonna be out there looking like Cam Newton. That's what he said. I call him Thomas Castellanos.
He beat y'all last year though. He had y'all ass in the blender.
Hey, bro, and he better get out there and put that. He better get that Willie Beeman juice or whatever he been sipping on. He better take his ass out there and get me 200 yards rushing. I tell you that much. You better get. Do some work. I need to see him do some damage, all right? Because the last time we had big dogs like this walk into our field, we went out there and did work. That's what we do. We saw what happened with Oklahoma.
Last time Bama came, Jimbo retired. Yeah. Jimbo. Jimbo last year when Bama came. Last time y'all played Bama, bro. Start the season off. That shit got phone
back out of the first quarter. Like what you wanted us to do, and we still.
I just realized that Bama finna do it one more time to y'all, bro.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen. It's out right. So I just happen to pull up the 3:30 slot games, right? So the 3:30 slot games is Marshall, Georgia, Penn State, Nevada, Iowa State, South Dakota, Air Force in Bucknell, and Massachusetts in Temple, and Alabama FSU. Boy, y'all on prime time, boy.
Everybody watching that game.
They is about to be, buddy. But everybody watching y'all, boy.
I'm about to watch my.
I got Liberty. Man, split screen going on, bro. I don't even. I mean LIU. I don't even think that's who's LIU. Long Island University ain't even Liberty. Long Island University is who I got. Man, thank God I got an easy week one, bro. Week one's been like Billy be shitting his pants. I'm sorry on week ones, bro. Utah. Outside of that first year with Utah, like we just haven't been prepared. Week ones, Miami, Utah, the second game. So this year, us having LIU, thank God, thank the scheduling guys. You got Irish, Notre Dame.
Yes.
Them boys is coming off of playing in the national championship. I like Marcus Freeman and them guys. My guy Jawan Side over there, so I'm gonna be wearing some Lucky Charms and some clovers.
Yeah. Like I said, man. They're replacing a lot of stuff too. I got it. I do think their defense is gonna be solid because Marcus Freeman, that's his bag. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna be decent on defense, but they did lose one of their in the spring, I think for the year. They were talking about it. And they also lost 2 offensive linemen in the spring also, I think for the year or half the year, whatever it is. They got a big question mark at quarterback. You can say, yes, they got CJ Carr, but we haven't seen him. We don't know what he's going to do. He hasn't taken no snaps. We ain't seen nothing in the spring. Like they even was trying to bring in another quarterback at that. I think they were trying to bring in somebody else. And then they had that one guy who was the backup. He left, he transferred. Steve Angeli. the wide receiver that they brought in, Malachi Fields, he still wasn't even enrolled in Notre Dame until like a couple weeks ago. He was still at Virginia taking classes. So he wasn't there the whole spring. He wasn't even there the first half of summer. So he ain't even really been there. My main concern with them is they do have a good tight end room. I will say this. They always keep a good tight end. And then Jeremiah Love. He's a top 5 running back. He's the top 5
Love
running back in all of college football. He's one of the ones. If he breaks, he's gone. Like, you're not gonna catch him. He's verified 4.3. That kid get up out of there. That's the only concern. The other running back they lost, I think.
Spider magic dust on him now, man.
Yeah, so
Cider sprinkle that magic dust on him. He's gonna be having a little bit more lateral quickness and whatnot, bro.
Yeah, so we gonna see, man. Like, I think it's gonna be a good. I still like us to win. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout either way, win or lose. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I think we're gonna win. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be like in the 20, like the low 20s or something like that. Because, like I said, it's week 1. Like I said, they're breaking a new quarterback, so they're gonna do things differently. We're breaking a new quarterback. There's a few things we're probably gonna do differently. So we're just gonna see. All week 1 games usually aren't always high scoring when it's against like 2 powerhouse teams. You know what I'm saying? Usually you do see some rust at the beginning. Outside of when we played Florida, it wasn't no rust last year. But yeah, man, like But outside of that, like that's what I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a real good game.
I got Notre Dame.
Yeah. What you got?
Notre Dame up.
Yeah, I don't think I never seen Notre Dame with a shaky offensive line, let alone a bad one. So I think they're gonna be stout on the offensive line, solid, right? I don't think that's gonna be a problem. I want to see what the quarterback play looks like with them. I expect elite defense in a run game. That's like what I could count on from Notre Dame is then they have an elite defense and an elite run game. And then it's just gonna come down to who can make plays and all of the camp leading up to it. You feel me? I think both programs gonna be solidly ranked going into that game. Miami's at home, so it should be a packed house. They're gonna show up for that one for sure. Last time Notre Dame showed up, it was a packed house and a loud affair. But yeah, I think Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman, I think they come in with a little chip on their shoulder to prove that last year wasn't a fluke. You feel me? We'll see how it all plays out. But I got Notre Dame edging y'all out, as you expect. I don't think I'm surprising nobody with that, bro. You feel me? I like as we get closer to camp too. Like when I start reading more message board stuff and hearing how Notre Dame's camp going. Like right now, I'm just shooting in the dark. Even with Bama, it's just knowing that Florida State just was a terrible product, and that first one with all new players, new coaching. I think that's just a lot to deal with a program like Bama. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. What is like?
I'm gonna tell you, I like Notre Dame specifically because it's gonna be a home game for them because they're gonna have so many Notre Dame fans in that stadium. It's gonna be a nice 60-40 Notre Dame to Miami fan base, and I'm loving it.
I don't know about that. When they were 2017, when it was 2017, as you can see, they was in the stands with their hands on their ears and all that. And they were favorite that game too. They was ranked. They was ranked. I think they was like ranked. They was up top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And we put belt ass on them boys. So hey man,
coming to get that get back. Get back, bro.
And it's an old school rivalry. It's an 80s rivalry. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of it's gonna be a lot of emotion, physicality. It's gonna be a lot going into that game.
Yeah, they're gonna bust them Catholics versus convict shirts out. And it's like, come on, bro.
Like, D-Rod, we both got South Florida in their first 4 games, right? So, like, I know I talk about this on my Gator only content. Like, I'm not going into that game sleeping. I know what what's that boy named Golish over there? I know what he's trying to do. Like, Golish, they ain't playing around. I talked to DVD a little bit behind the scenes as well. If they could catch one of us slipping, or both, they would. And they was going like score for y'all with y'all last year in the first half. So you got to come to that game, focus and not looking at it like looking ahead or anything like that, or they'll clip you. But how you feeling about that USF game in the first 3-4 games? I think y'all got them right before us, so y'all could be looking ahead type shit.
I think we got them we might have them week 3, but they got to come to us this year. Last year we went to them. They had the crowd. it was rocking. It started off, I think it was like 15, like 15, 14 or something like that, and then we just blew the doors off after it. I ain't really too concerned, man. They quarterback room still shaky. Like they don't have the running, like they don't have what I seen last year. I still don't think they're gonna be actually pretty good. They're gonna be good to beat those them G5 teams, but when it comes to us and Florida, like I really don't think it's gonna be no competition, man. I'm not even
Yeah.
really concerned about them people.
Yeah, it's just a tricky game. That, like I said, I know they're gonna scheme. It's gonna be a Super Bowl for them, bro. But I do think, like depth wise, size wise, in the trenches, like all that type of stuff, usually wear, especially in September, like you're just gonna wear them down by the time the fourth quarter hits. So if they do hang around by the fourth, you start to put a team like that away.
Yeah.
All right, man. Before we get up out of here, bro. We over 2,000 live. Thanks to everybody that's pulled up, hanging out with us, man. We got some regular content for y'all to tap in with us on a week-to-week basis. It's Big Three Talk, Florida State, Miami. Y'all know the vibes, bro. Camp starts soon. When ACC Media Day this week? Is this week?
Yeah. So ACC Media Day is Tuesday, the 22nd. We're up first. So
My
yeah.
birthday, man. Shout out to the Media Day, bro. Like they got to take the backseat to me.
Yeah, we up first. We get to hear some Mario Cristobal lies and some other stuff going on. I don't know when Florida State go, but yeah.
I think we up there Thursday. I want to say Thursday or Friday. One of the two.
But you know what? I said the perfect media day would have been like Miami, Florida State, Duke, SMU, and Clemson. That would have been that would have been like the perfect media day because you got Manny Diaz, who was the Miami head coach and he went to Florida State. Then you got Rhett Lashley, who was the offensive coordinator at Miami. Then you got Dabo, who don't like Norvell and he don't like Mario. Like, oh man, that would have been that would have been a real good media day if they would have did something like that. Oh, and Fran Brown, that's the other one. Fran Brown.
I was about to ask you about Fran Brown. Hey, Fran Brown is my favorite coach. That's not my coach.
yeah.
I like Fran Brown, bro.
That would have been dope. That would have been a dope 5 coaches to be at the ACC Media Day 1. It would have been a lot of tension in that room. I already know.
Start preparing your coaching board, bro. I'm just giving you some advice.
I already got my coaching board ready. What you talking about?
What you got on it?
I'd have had my coaching board ready for about 3 years now. What you mean? First off, yeah, damn right. Listen, we can go get because look, this is generational law time, right? We just heard the news. Saban said he want to come back to college football. Come on down to Tallahassee, dog. That's number 1 on the list. Blue blood program, recruiting hotbed. You can have full control. We got the bed ready for you. You can come on in there. Hell, we can.
Saban ain't coming to that poverty, bro. Like Mark Neville ran y'all to the ground.
And then we leave in the ACC as soon as we get a chance, so he can be up there in the Big Ten, coaching against the Big Ten teams with that old school smash mouth football that he like. Run the ball and play solid defense. Oh yes, come on down here, Saban. That's number 1 on the list. Number 2 on my list. You can go ahead and I'll take Fran Brown for right now. He can come in and recruit. He can come in, get me some recruits, get down here and do some work, talk some shit. I like it.
I don't need Fran Brown in the state of Florida, bro.
I need Fran Brown down here. We can go ahead and get him down here. Number 3 on my.
Y'all not about to get another black head coach. Them days are gone, bro.
That's the other thing.
Willie ruined all that, bro.
I need us to get another shot, bro. Come on, let's just give me another.
No more DEI hires. Y'all had Willie as a DEI hire.
Give me another shot, and then I hate this man, bro.
Oh, Willie was a DEI hire, bro. They're not going more DEI coaches, man.
And then the third one that we can get, of course, the one that all 3 of us can get if we wanted to right now would probably be old boy from Ole Miss. Get me Lane. Lane can come down here, recruit. He can put points up. He can piss some people off. I'll take that too. But that would be it. Those are the 3 I got right now. But Saban, come on down here to Florida State. You can't go back to Bama. You're not going back to Michigan State. You ain't going back to LSU. Come on to Florida State, bro.
But my question is, right, if it's some valid that he will come back, like what job? That's the question. Like, what job would Saban want to take? Because he's just not taking any job. Like, if he had a choice, he'll probably go back to the SEC. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see nothing outside of that unless he goes like the USC. But do he want to go out there to California? Like, I don't really see like what job is out there, you know what I'm saying, that'll attract him and be like, yeah, I'm gonna take that job. I don't see it.
Right, because the big blue bloods, he not going to Ohio State, he not going to Texas, he not going. I mean, LSU, is he gonna go back to LSU? Because they hate old boy down there. Would you go back there? He not going back to Bama. I mean, he not going to Georgia. So the big schools in the SEC, he not
I
going to
don't think
Notre
it
Dame.
happens, bro. Like
Right.
I don't if you Saban, like what's there to gain? Like you could tarnish your Bama legacy. Like you go out like as one of the greatest coaches of all time, regardless. But
Mhm.
like the comeback, the way you left, you went to the sunset a little bit as a great coming back to you end up at a Florida State or something crazy like that, bro. Only thing you could do is tarnish your legacy. So I think it's just a lot of just smoke and just clickbait stuff. I don't think he legit comes back. And me personally, if it's my program, even if we're firing Billy, like I don't even know if I want Nick, bro, because like what version of him are you getting, bro? Like I think he's like dwindling down. He's past his peak. How many years you gonna get out of him? I wasn't mad. I'm alive. We would make that move. I'm gonna get my lies off and talk reckless, but in reality, bro, you're getting, a coach that was just in their retirement mindset, right? He's towards the tail end of his career regardless. So that's not something to build a program with.
I mean, he could stock the cupboard and then go on his way. That's
Yeah,
all I was.
I say that if it was, I think he'll be something like I wouldn't say not like like the AD of football. Like he'll take over, he'll go to a program and just like be like the general manager that they say, hey Nick, you control everything football, hire who you want to hire, and you run it, and that's what you do. I can see him in that type of role. Like he's like basically like the CEO, and they just let him just do everything. I can see him doing that.
Mhm.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. At his age, bro, like you counting the falls. Like he could be out of here any moment now. I'm not wishing death on Nick. I'm just saying he could be out of there any day now. You been my fault. Like in that role, like I'm on TV making crazy money. All these commercials, like the money's good as gravy. I'm still damn near doing what D-Rob just said at Bama anyway. He's still recruiting for the boy. He's still showing up the weekends. I'm pretty sure he's still around the program helping out. I see him just stand in that role and continue to help his legacy at Bama, helping who's ever at Bama, continue to recruit, build the program up, etc. But going to take on a role and a job at that age, bro, like nah. I'm trying to travel, get these easy checks, and not stress 16 and 17-year-old decisions.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This shit is wicked. They recruiting rent. Like Saban said, bro, I'm out. I'm out. Everybody can spend money. Everybody can spend money. I'm out. I'm out, bro. Like, shit, I like it better when I could just cheat. Not everybody get involved, bro. I'm
Right.
out of here.
Right.
As y'all can see, Texas is on this. For the ones that don't know, Texas is on this generational recruiting run. They
Right.
just
Going crazy.
Did they just take
Yeah,
that running
man,
back? 26 running back?
yeah,
We're gonna
man.
slow them down for y'all, bro. I got y'all, bro. They gotta come to Gainesville, bro. We'll slow it down for everybody. We got y'all. We got y'all, man. Y'all just hold on, man.
Hey,
Sit
boy, don't
tight.
let Arch go in there and do. Hey, boy, don't let
Boy,
Arch go in there and turn up on y'all, boy.
Man, Art gonna do what his uncle did in the swamp. Wet his pants, man.
Peyton ain't winning the swamp.
No, Peyton 0-4 versus us, man. He wet his pants every time.
What about Eli? Did Eli ever win? He ain't never win the swamp either.
I don't remember when we played Eli, but we did. We put hands and feet on him too. No man has beat us.
nope.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna keep this tradition going. Like, sorry, Art, but when you come to the swamp, you're gonna have to do what Unc did, my boy. I think it's gonna be one of the if both of us go into that undefeated, which I don't know yet, because they got some big games as well. That's what I like about college football now. It's just so many big games, bro. Like, especially on my schedule, it's crazy. Both of those teams go in, undefeated. When Texas come to Gainesville, you talking about just probably the biggest game of the season. You feel me?
Yeah, and both of y'all coming off buys too.
They're both coming off buys.
Yep.
Two of the most hyped quarterbacks in college football at the SEC Media Day. Both of them drew big crowds. So, it's a lot of sections. Lagway's from Texas. You feel me? I think we got 5-6 guys on our roster that are from Texas that are going to be, contributing. So, it's some Florida guys on their roster. You feel me? So,
but see, I think the only thing that Texas got an advantage on y'all in terms of that is they only played a one big game. They got the Ohio State game, first game of the season, and then they got 3 FCS and D2 schools to play, and then they get a bye week before they play y'all. Y'all got LSU and then Miami, and then y'all get the bye week, and then y'all go play them. So
Okay, so Eli did beat us. Hey, Jeremy, get out of here. Let me get him out of his show.
Ivans, let's go, Ivans. Let's go,
Jeremy. Come on here with facts, man. Get him out of here.
Yo, Jeremy, give me that word. Thank you, Jeremy. Do a word. Let's go. But nah, that's the only thing that they got. They got that on y'all. They're gonna have 4 straight weeks to figure some things out, and then when they come to the swamp, y'all boys better be ready because they're gonna be off of a bye week and 3 straight weeks. Like when I'm looking at their schedule now, they got the Ohio State first game, then they got San Jose, UTEP, and Sam Houston.
I don't even think that's. I don't be thinking that like that not having big games be an advantage sometimes. Like, you know, like your competition level drop, like the play in that intensity level could drop. It depends on how they week 1 with Ohio State go. We're gonna find out exactly what arc is that week 1. I think like that's a hell of a game to start the season with because Ohio State gonna go get buckets and Sark is with it. I like Sark as a play call. Sark gonna go get buckets. I think we get into a shootout that week 1. But I think like a lot of times playing competition, and then more competition, you revved up, and you're kind of rolling. I think like naturally when you're playing, you're gonna start playing backups. Just when you're playing a lower level competition, I think your level drops as well, like naturally. Unless like you just one of them legendary great teams that just play and blow everybody out. I don't know if they're there yet. You know what I'm saying? I think they could come in a little flat versus us, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
Like, I don't even mind even if we lost one in that before we played Texas. I don't think that's a whole argument because we got Miami and LSU leading up to them, right? I think those are good barometers for us to like figure things out a little bit.
But then to give Arch 4 straight games to get to learn, see the speed, keep it moving. That's the only thing that I said will work in their favor, and then they get the bye. But that's all. Arch just gives more reps. That's the big thing for him. So
that's true.
Gonna be good though. That's gonna be good.
Let me get y'all season predictions before we get up out of here, man.
Okay.
Record.
I would say I got us. I was
pre-playoffs, like pre-playoffs.
Pre-play. I would say. I'll give us 10-2. I give us 10-2. I can see 10-2 at worst 9-3. I don't see us losing no less than. I think our 2 losses. I think honestly, if we were to lose, I would want to lose. I'd rather lose my conference games because I want to go undefeated in the conference. I want to make it to the ACC championship. So if we split Florida, I think we could probably split the Florida Notre Dame. We could possibly lose one of those, but we also could go 2-0. So I'll say 10-2 because I also think it's also one game every year since I've been a Hurricane fan. As long it's always, especially lately, we always drop a game we're not supposed to. Like it's always that. We got to clean up November. We got to clean up November because I think this year in November, I think we're on the road. I want to say like 3 of the last 4 games we're on the road. So I got to see, how they're going to react this year as far as who we got to play. Because I want to say we have to go to Virginia Tech. Yeah, we got. So in November we have Syracuse. No, we have SMU. We have SMU. We got to go to SMU. Then we got Syracuse at home. Then we have NC State at home, and then we got to go to Virginia Tech and then at Pitt. So those last 2 games are going to be in the cold. We also don't always do that well in the cold. But by that time, Virginia Tech might have fired their coach by then because I think he's on his last leg. Pitt, I think Pitt's probably going to be a solid team because they were actually like 7-0 until their quarterback went down. Holston, he went down, and then their season kind of went down from there. But he's back, he's healthy, so I think, and they're always solid on defense. So, I need to see how our November goes. I want 4-0 November, but I can see 3-1. So like I said, probably I say 10-2. I'll say 10-2.
Okay. Let me know with mine real quick. Listen. All right, let me. I'm gonna give y'all 2 numbers. All right, and just take these to the bank. If we beat Bama, undefeated. That's all I'm saying right there. If we beat Bama, undefeated. All right. Now, should we lose to Bama? If we lose,
that's what's gonna happen. So give us the real.
Listen, let me get this off, baby. Let me get this off, because if we beat Bama, we going undefeated. Ain't nobody else on that schedule touching us. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. We going undefeated, and they can't leave me out the playoff this time. Now, should we lose to Bama, and it is a close loss, which is probably what I think is going to happen. It's going to be a loss. It's going to be a close loss. We better win 10 games. We better win 10 games. I don't want to hear this 8-4 bullshit. I don't want to hear we gonna lose to Clemson.
Not for real, Tiny. Like, don't do this, bro.
No,
give me your real shit.
No, I'm gonna tell you real talk. Mike Norvell,
podcast, bro.
Mike Norvell is on his last.
You're not trolling, bro. Be serious.
I'm not trolling right now. I don't want to hear 8-4. I don't want to hear 8-4. We only got 4 games that we got to worry about this season. I don't want us losing all 4. If we lose all 4 of those games, then we need to go ahead and pack up the 4 corners of Mike Norvell's office and get him the hell up out of here. That's it. I'm done with it. 8-4 after that season we had last year. Oh, that's great. He's going to save his job, make a bowl game. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. I saw you get a team to 10-3. I saw you get a team to 13-0, and I saw you fall off of a cliff. And this is what, the 3rd or 4th losing season that you done had out here after last season. I don't want to hear that. Get me to 9 or 10 wins this year, and then we can talk. That's what I think. I think we lose to Bama, realistically. I think we lose to Bama. I think we split Miami.
I'm not giving that man $65 million if he wins 8 games.
I'm telling you, I think we lose to Bama. I think we lose to Clemson, and we split Miami and Florida, even though I will never admit that we'll lose to one of y'all. But we'll split those 2. I think we win 2 of those games and lose 2 of those games. And if we win 2 of those and lose 2 of those, and the other games on our schedule are winnable games, that's it. We should be 8, 9, 10. If we not at 9 or 10 wins, then I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. We can go hang all of that shit up. I will be out here preaching to the high heavens like Groove, telling everybody that we would have been better off if we had somebody else, because he hate Mario just like I hate on Mike Norvell at that point. I think Florida State realistically win 9 games this season. 9 or 10 games should be where we want to be. That's why I'm at with it. That's why I'm at 9-3. 9-3. Get Mike up out of here. That's what I'm saying.
Chest, bro. Say it with your chest, bro.
I'm saying it with my chest. I'm saying it with everybody's chest. If we don't split and win 9 games this year, I'm telling you right now, we need to go ahead and hit him with the Chris Brown hands. Deuces, not the ones he put on Rihanna. We need to get out here and get this going.
I can see y'all. I'm done with y'all. I can see y'all at 8-4 at best. And this is where I see y'all can have losses, right? Mm-hmm. I can see Alabama, I can see Miami, I can see Florida, and then I can see either one of either Pitt or probably NC State.
Yeah, but you also forgot Clemson, because we go to Clemson.
Yeah, I said Clemson. I said I can see
Alabama, Miami.
Like, those 3, and then and Clemson. Yeah, those Clemson. Those are the 4.
Yeah, those are the 4. And then the rest of our schedule, when you look at it, you got some team that we ain't never heard of, the East Texas Lions, Kent State. Those are dubs.
I like them boys versus y'all.
At Virginia.
Hey, I'm taking the spread. Whatever the spread is, I'm taking the spread.
Pitt come to us. Pitt come to us. We go to Stanford. That's a dub. Wake Forest come to us. At Clemson. Virginia Tech come to us. We go to NC State. That's the trap game for me right there, because we never go and do well at NC State. So if we go, that's why I say we need to at least split that 2-2 with those 4 games. We can lose to Bama and Clemson. We can beat Miami or Florida, either one of them, or beat both of y'all, because I think both of y'all.
Bro, this is a family show, man. Like, this is one big Florida family, bro. I just want to. I don't want you to lead these people into a road of just unrealistic expectations, my brother. From 2 to 9, 2 to 10, with a whole new bag of players that you didn't see play spring. I too want to know what type of weed you smoking, brother, because I need some.
Hey, listen, it's fantastic. All right, it's called putting that Florida pack in the air, because that's what we're gonna do this season. We are going to win more than 8 games this year, and if we don't win 9 games this season, I'm telling you right now, we can go ahead and start getting him up out the paint. All right, NC State is the only team outside of that I'm worried about.
Y'all are the trap game.
That's it.
Yep.
Y'all the trap game. Talking about y'all trap game. Y'all the trap game. Everybody's looking at their schedule like, shit, man, we got Florida State before we play. We got to watch out.
He You see how y'all
You got to be careful.
how y'all tried to do us too, because Miami, y'all thought y'all was slick getting this schedule. Miami play Florida, they off, they play us, and then they off again. Like
That's
that's
terrible.
I'm like, what kind of
That
shit
is
is this? What
that,
kind of
and see,
shit is this?
this is gonna let me know as far as the mentality and how this team is, like, where they're gonna be mentally, because you get too early weeks and then you have like 7 straight games. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know who made this that. I mean, I'm cool with the bye weeks, you know what I'm saying? Because let's just say if you do lose to Florida, you can lick your wounds. You got a week off. You can get prepared, ready for Florida State, and blow the doors off them boys. What's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So it'll be terrible if it's like you do Florida and then Florida State back to back. I think that's kind of, because it's like Florida is the rivalry, but mostly like off the field. Florida State is the rivalry on the field, and you got them back to back.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. That's
Mm-hmm.
tough. Regardless of how they are, the records and all that stuff, it's still a rivalry, man. And rivalry, it just means
Right. I'm with you on that. That's why when I'm looking at it, all right, real talk, Bama's probably an L. We'll beat East Texas. We'll beat Kent State. We'll beat Virginia. We should be 3-1 going into that Miami game. If we not 3-1 going into that Miami game, then we can go hang this shit up, because that means that we lost to Bama and then we dropped the game to some team that we shouldn't have lost to. After that Miami game, we got Pitt and Stanford. We should be able to beat both of them. Pitt is going to be tough, but they come to us. We should be able to beat both of them. So that'll put us at 2 losses and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins. So we'll be 5-2 going into our bye week. And then we come out with Wake Forest, that's a dub. Clemson, that's an L. Virginia Tech, NC State, Florida. So realistically, I just rattled off 9 dubs right there. 9. We should be able to get to 9-3. And that's before we get, that's with Florida, that's with us, not even, that's without me even giving a win or a loss versus Miami and Florida, because those are rivalry games.
So
Even though
9-3
Florida,
put you in the ACC championship game in your mind,
nah,
right?
probably.
I don't think.
It probably will. I think with the I don't nobody this year has a clear cut schedule where it's like they're probably gonna go undefeated or something like that. Looking, everybody is gonna get maybe a loss or two. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Whatever. And the good thing about us, bro, we don't leave the state until November 1st.
Pause.
Like, we don't leave the state until November 1st.
Pause.
All our games are in the state of Florida.
You can't be mad at that, bro. Let me get to my
Telling
season
you.
expectation or my season prediction, I would say. Glad we starting off, like, I got us at 10 wins in playoffs. You know, game by game is gonna be difficult for me to predict right now, 'cause I want to see what these teams look like. A lot of people changing quarterback positions, and there's a lot of turnover with coaches and shit everywhere. So we'll see how it all plays out. But I'm glad we do open the year up with LIU. Billy's terrible with opening games. So that should be a good little way to, get the offense rolling, see what my QB2 look like, get off the field by third quarter, see what everybody could do a little bit. South Florida, is like, you just slowly ramping it up. That's what our schedule. Like, we got the toughest schedule in the country. So there ain't no ducking, no smoke. Like, it is what it is. But, like Billy said, we spotting the ball. Like, I think we just as talented, if not more talented, than most of the teams on our schedule. So it's 10 wins of playoffs. That's where I'm at with it. LSU, right out to South Florida, and then you got Miami. Those back-to-back weeks, man. At worst, you want to split there because the schedule's so tough. So
Mhm.
between LSU and Miami, we gotta go LSU on the road and we go Miami on the road. So back-to-back road affairs. You feel me? I do like LSU early because Brian Kelly struggles early with trying to get that chemistry together, whatever. Since he's been at LSU, he struggled early. Florida State caught him twice. Then we catch Jaden Daniels when they got it figured out. He come down there with the clip, unloaded on us, and win a Heisman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad we catching them boys. I like the way we beat them last year. Nussmeier isn't, a game breaker to me. I think he's a solid quarterback. He's gonna make his throws, but he'll wear this in big moments. So let us going to LSU on the road. And they got a lot of transfers, a lot of players, a lot of new faces on that team, and they could struggle chemistry wise early. So if you want to catch LSU, you want to catch them early. You know what I'm saying? Because they are one of the most talented teams in college football. They went heavy in the portal, so they got some killers over there. We got Miami at Miami. I really don't know what to expect out of Miami from, a lot. I know we troll, we get our takes off on the timeline, but I don't know what to expect out of Beck. I've never been a big fan of Beck, even coming out of high school at Georgia. We should have clipped him last year, but Lagway got hurt. But he struggled with our secondary last year. He was looking lost. A lot of interceptions. I think we had him kind of in a blender a little bit until they got more possessions as we started going 3 and outs a lot. He got more opportunities to make plays. But Beck's a guy's like the same year as Kyer, bro. He's same age as Kyer. Kyer's been in the league like 4 years, so he's a veteran guy. I expect him to come play solid if that elbow's good. Like I'm not expecting him to be Cam Ward. It's going to be a considerable drop off from leadership, just playability, gamer ability, like all that stuff. In every category, Cam is just better. So there is going to be some drop off from Cam to Beck. I want to see what the offense looks like, with that guy at the hand. Restrepo also, like you losing some bona fide leaders in that locker room. Like Restrepo was a guy, big fan of his, regardless of the 40. The draft, how all that played out, bro. He's one of those guys that you could count on as a killer, straight up. He put Asa Turner in the blender. Like we don't even look at our safety the same no more, bro. We kicked him off the team damn near after he got put in the blender. And then it got worse when we saw the 40s people. We were like, oh yeah, definitely get him off the team. You let a man run a 4.7 do that to him. Get this man off my roster. Nah, but after the Miami game, you want to split between LSU and Miami. I would love to go undefeated there, right? I don't want to lose a game, but at work split there. Out of the two, Miami is a must win, just from respect standpoint. I'm gonna be down there. I gotta stand on some of y'all furniture somewhere in Miami, bro. Get some get back. Texas A&M, we go on the road there as well. Like we got 3 road games. That's a crazy road trip right there. But
now you got Texas next, and then A&M on the road.
Yeah, that's what I said. Texas. I went back to back with Texas.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, Texas. Yeah, what am I talking about? I got Texas at home. Then good call. I got Texas at home. I like that matchup. That's why you want to split Miami and LSU, just because Texas is going to be a juggernaut, bro. So they coming into town. Everybody that I've named outside of LSU on our schedule, everybody got new quarterbacks, new people at the helm, right? So to me, that's an advantage of ours. Having some continuity at that spot. Didn't go Porter heavy, so this team know each other. They've been in the trenches with each other for a minute. We gotta go back out to Texas A&M. We're not back out. We're not going to Texas. We gotta go to Texas A&M. Same, like that's just a fairly new staff. We should have won that game last year, but it was a lot of switching of quarterbacks and a lot of things that I just didn't like where we were at when we played them last year. But I thought we were a more talented team. We just got out coached. Overall, bro, like if I just break down, like I go by game, to be real with you, like even the Georgia game, Georgia's taking a drop off from quarterback position, overall talent, Georgia running back room, the offensive line. Like D-Rob spoke about what their run game was last year. We should have clipped them last year. It was 20-20 in the fourth quarter, and we had Aiden Warner at quarterback, and the score was 20-20 in the fourth quarter. Just go back and watch the tape. I like us versus Kentucky. I like us against Lane and Ole Miss. Tennessee and Florida State. I like Tennessee lost their quarterback as well. All these teams that we're facing all got new quarterbacks. Ole Miss, Tennessee, Florida State. Even though they won't be new by the season, but I just don't know what they expect from any of these quarterbacks to make like game by game predictions. But overall, I just think talent wise, we have a top 10 roster. A top 10 roster with the type of quarterback that we have should get you 10 wins and into the playoffs. Overall, I think Lagway is going to elevate the play calling. He has to. I'm not very high on Billy's play calling, but I think Lagway could be, what Jameis was to Jimbo Fisher. I think he could take the play calling to a new echelon. I think he could elevate the play around him. On the RPO and that run game is going to be – we should play complementary football too. I think the defense is going to be just as good as offense and vice versa. So nobody has to lean on each other. I'm excited about this season. This is the most I've been excited since Will Greer probably. Kyle Trask had me a little hyped up too, but we'll see. It's different when we got a quarterback. My lives just hit different. I'm gonna be real with you.
But I'm gonna tell you, it sound good, but y'all can also go like 0-3 in that stretch with LSU.
Oh, for sure.
If really go 0-3 in that stretch, boy, it's gonna be scorching, boy. He gonna be sitting there.
Like, I'm ready to fire somebody. I'm not here to argue with you, my brother. I'm here to say I am with you. He could very well lose a bunch of them games, and piss down his leg for sure. I just think it's a make or break season for the guys in my building, bro. I don't know where you guys at. I think Mario job is solid. That's
Yeah,
a long play.
he's safe for, I would say, at least the seat will get warm. I'll say he got at least 2 years before that seat actually get warm if he does not win consistently. For me, it's about consistently because for us, like I said, we've only won 10 games twice since 2004, right? We've all been 7 wins, 8 wins, 7 wins, 6, 5. Like, no, if you win 10 games last year, 9, let's just say 9 to 10 this year, 10 next year, I think that the administration, they will be okay with that. The fans might not be okay with it because obviously, yes, you want ACC championship, you want to go to the playoff, you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I think the admins will be like, okay, this is something different. He already got them in his pocket, so I think that they'll be okay with that. But boy, you can't go out there this year and win 7 games. Somebody flying a banner like they did. Somebody gonna fly a banner. The admins might not listen. They might not listen because they're gonna say, hey, no, this is our guy. You know, we walk with him, but he's not on the hot seat. But somebody's gonna fly a banner, and then that seat might get a little warm if you go out there and win 7 games, bro.
Yeah, no, if he goes 7, and that like it's gonna come down for y'all, it's gonna come down to really like Beck's health, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like if he survives the season, then you're gonna go win 8, 9 games with that schedule. Like you should. But if he goes down and just, you know, worst come to worst, he goes down and you guys win 6 games, well, I think there'll still be, he won't get fired, but I think the money is gonna get weird, you know, when it comes to like trying to land some of these kids because the pockets are open. That's what all of our programs, as Florida State saw when they start losing. You know, one year you're getting the Fisk and the Jarretts and y'all going crazy, and then when you lose, like, all right, bro, I ain't paying for that. I'm cool. So, like, winning just, you know, keeps the recruiting alive. So I think as long as Mario get 9, 10 wins, like the pockets will still be open. You feel me? I think if he makes the playoffs, then the pockets get bigger. They don't close up. So it's just vice versa too. Success opens the pockets even more. So I think he has to make the playoffs. Like on Miami side, y'all fans think y'all got a playoff roster. So I that's not far fetched if Miami doesn't make the playoffs. Is that a failure this year?
If they don't make the playoff, I would say it'll probably be a failure.
Yes,
but it's a chance. But it's a I'd rather make the ACC championship game first. If you make the ACC championship game, let's just say you get left out of the playoff, I don't consider that a failure because you made the ACC championship game. If you miss out on both altogether,
yes, it, in my opinion, not just make the game. I think you will have to win it. If you made the playoffs, if you missed the playoffs, and then if you won the ACC, I could see. But I think for Miami to make that next turn, I think because y'all won 10 games, y'all hadn't done that in a while, right? I think the recruiting has been consistent, and you know the talent level. Mario has upped all that. I think the next step for Mario is to do things y'all haven't done, which would be the ACC championship and playoffs to make that turn. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, Mario got to win the ACC this year. The way that schedule is set up for y'all got to win the ACC this year.
I just don't think I think Clemson's gonna be good. We Clemson the last time we
club
played.
Niggas him.
But I think
play a little bit.
Clemson's gonna be a test. Clemson's gonna be because they defensive line has always got some killers on that D line. Like they always solid up front. Yeah. That receiver room, boy. Hey, boy, I don't know how we let TJ Moore get out of state, boy. I don't know what.
I mean, we definitely tried to get him back into the state. I think all 3 programs was trying to get him back in the state, but that got that loyalty. Like, them players, they definitely got offered more money to come back to the state of Florida. And TJ was like, nah, I'm good, man. We saved over here.
Yeah.
That boy got baptized. He was like, nah, we good.
We good, man.
Or Jordan.
Yeah, they're gonna take drop off in their run game. I think they're gonna take a little drop off in their run game because what his name is Mustafa or Maffa. Yeah, Maffa's gone and all that other type of stuff. I think they got like and then one of their running backs just got dismissed from the team not long ago. One of their guys. So I think there's gonna be a slight drop off, but man, like you said, Cade Klubnik, man, like that boy a killer, man.
Hey, Johnny Lagoon, let me tell you something about my wide receiver room. We got nothing but Ferraris, bro. Nothing but Ferrari. I like Clemson receiver room. Don't get me wrong, Johnny. Johnny said Clemson's wide receiver room is what Silk thinks UF room is. My room is full of Ferraris, bro. 10 300 meters, 10 400 meters, 10 500 meters. Everybody got world class speed. When you cut, you got the video game, Johnny. Go cut the game on 2 of my receivers in the top 5 speed on there, bro. Like we got Ferraris. You feel me? We just need Billy to put the Ferraris out there, not the donks. He keep playing this 12 personnel, dog. Like he putting the Cadillacs on the field, and I got Ferraris out here. You feel me, D-Rob? Yeah, we gotta put all the Ferraris on the sidelines. Then we just recruiting. You know what I'm saying? Like Texas and shit, man. No, we gotta put them on the road.
Hey, you think it's make or break for Eugene?
Yeah, I've been saying that, man. Like Eugene got to put it all together for me, man. Like make a break. I mean, some talk like he's already arrived. I like that he moved position, so now he's at that Ricky Pearsall, that spot that Shim DK was at. So the last 2 or 3 seasons, the spot he's at has led the team in receiving yards. So they moved him out of that spot where he's just orbiting and doing all the jet sweeps and the motions. He's not at that spot. I want to see him just run the route tree. Like all the big plays he's made since he's been here has been just running slants, posts, like regular routes, like, digs, running the seam, posts, like I'm just running regular stuff, not do all the gadget shit. But yeah, I think he's, from what I'm hearing and seeing, like super explosive. He just gotta stay healthy and put it all together. That's it.
Yeah.
But if not, you just gotta move on to the next, bro. Dallas Wilson is one of them ones, bro. Like Vernell Brown, the third, is one of them ones. Nashawn Montgomery, like all 3 of the freshmen are gonna play this year. Don't forget about 11. Mazzell is my guy in that room. That's my favorite room team. But A. Mazzell is that guy on the team. I think he's the fastest in that room. I don't think I know. He puts, like when we took that lead in the Georgia game, it was Lagway to Mazzell. They had a lot of chemistry on team 2 together before they both got, catapulted to team 1. So there's a lot of chemistry between them. But he's shown like some playmaking abilities, and then he disappeared. Once he scored, Billy's like, okay, that's enough. We got to hide our weapons for next year. I'm trolling. But no, I like the receiver room. Johnny be on my logo talks, bro. Hassling me and giving me a hard time. He a Miami fan. I like my wide receiver room, bro. What's your favorite room on the team? Before we get out here, this is our last take. Yeah.
Okay, my favorite room on the team is the running back room, man. I love the running back room, dog. I think like I said, Mark Fletcher that boy, hey man, between the tackles gonna do his thing. He get that ball, hit that second level, man. It's pay dirt. He ain't getting caught. And I like the kid from North Dakota State, man. Who we got in? He like 5'11", 6 feet, like 215, good speed. You know what I'm saying? Ability, all that. I love the running back room, man. I really like what we got right there.
Johnny in the comments trying to tell me what my favorite room should be, bro. My other room, I ain't say most talented. I said my favorite room, bro. Like I can't have my own favorite. I mean, make me linebacker be like, no, the linebacker room is nasty. I love Miles Graham. I love Aaron Childs, Jaden Robinson, Pup Howard. Like you got 4 guys that could start on other SEC teams, like straight up. But they ain't my favorite room. The hell? Who you got, Tiny Hat?
Oh, my favorite room is the closet because that's what my ass gonna be hiding if you come out here and be looking like ass out here. That's my favorite room because I don't know what the hell is in there, and if they come out here looking at other garbage, and I'm gonna have to go get a different hat, a shiesty, so I can pull that motherfucker down. I'm gonna go in there and get some of my shoebox money so that I don't have to show up nowhere. Ain't nobody gonna find me. So yes, the closet is my favorite room on the team right now. Because we don't know. We don't know anything about this squad. So that's just where it's going to be. If I had to pick, it would probably be the DB room because that's the one that's got the most talent. That's the one that's got the best production. That's the one that's got the best development. So I would say the DB room. But we don't know what it's going to look like anywhere else because the DBs can be fire. But if everything in front of them is pure and utter ass bouncing on camera, then what we got going on, DBs just going to get torched because they just going to run the ball 8 yards of carry like they did last year and fall on the ground when our DBs finally get to them. So, yeah, that's where we at. That's where we at.
Already, man. So we're going to tap back in with y'all. We're going to figure out the flow of the show. We damn sure going to have same energy every single Sunday. Fans, y'all could especially on same energy Sunday when these games get won, lost, etc. You come in here and vent. It's a safe place. We ain't gonna judge you. We may joke at you and laugh at your pain from the loss, but it's still all love. You feel me? Yeah, we out, man. I appreciate y'all boys for pulling up. Hey, any Florida fans listening to the show, Next week this time, actually it'll be over next week this time, but we're doing Independent Gator Media Day, Stadium Miguel, High Top Sports, Gators Breakdown with Gator Dave and the boys, some other Murky Waters and the guys that run Spaces are pulling up. We have some former players pulling up and also current players, Pup Howard, Vernell Brown III, Jaden Robinson, Jacoby Jackson. I'm forgetting some names right now. Jaden Woods. I'm forgetting some names. I wasn't ready for this ad read. But pull up. We have First Magnitude in Gainesville, the home of Steve Spurrier's beer. If you haven't tried it, they'll have it in the building. They brew it right there. It's a family environment. We should be outside with, they have food trucks, a whole food court with trees, providing shades because it's going to be hot out there. You feel me? But the first inaugural Gator Media Day right there in Gainesville. Pull up and hang out with us. Former players, current players, media, fans, all in one spot, man. We out of here. We said Brain Katie Turner. Hey, bro, like you guys gotta relax. y'all gotta chill, man. Hey, horniness is costing men a lot of money, fellas. I don't know if y'all paying attention to the news, but control your horny, man. Get your horny in check. Hey, we out of here, man.